Eric Cooper of Bartow County, who is having graphic chats with a ninth grader from North Carolina. Meantime, arrests in a Hall County online child sex sting. WSB's Steve Summers reports live with how many are busted and what for.
Yeah, Bill, it was called Operation Lights Out, with Hall County Sheriff's deputies leading a multi-agency sweep of adults looking for children to have sex with. Derek Booth with the Hall County Sheriff's Office says predators go to two main places on the internet to find unsuspecting kids.
You often hear about gaming platforms where kids play live on the internet, that folks go there, and then peer-to-peer file sharing sites.
The two-day operation led to 7 arrests, some for trying to meet a child for sex, but others also for prostitution and drugs. Reporting live, Steve Summers, 95.5 WSB.
A firefighter and a resident have minor injuries after a roof collapses during an apartment fire in Lawrenceville.
On arrival, firefighters arrived at approximately 8:58 a.m. to heavy fire involvement on the second story of the apartment complex.
Lieutenant Jessica Joyner with Gwinnett County Fire says firefighters had to rescue several people. A building at the Oxford Apartments off Club Lakes Parkway is destroyed. As President Trump suggests he wants to end mail-in voting across the country, Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger says his office already works hard to ensure a fair and secure voting process.
What I would tell anyone, what polling shows, is that people trust our elections. And when you have a highly polarized society, I think the most important is building trust. And that's what we've done with the election system.
He points to voter ID requirements and citizenship verification as two ways the state has built trust in the process. Hurricane Erin could bring coastal flooding to North Carolina's Outer Banks. There are mandatory evacuation orders for the area. Erin is expected to bring dangerous rip currents to the U.S. East Coast. It is 3:03. The Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather, and triple team traffic begins now with Alex Williams.
It's a mess out there, Bill, in the rain, and even where it's sunny. We've had a long-standing crash, 7585 northbound up at 10th Street, exit 250 in Midtown. It just cleared, but you're still slow back at I-20. Just found new trouble in the rain in Marietta, 75 southbound North Marietta Parkway, exit 265. Crash in the second left lane there. You're slow from 575. Crash in Sandy Springs is gone. 400 northbound at 285. Delays have improved there. And where it is raining down by the airport, what a mess. 285, both east and westbound, are jammed up between I-85 and I-75 there, trying to get into and out of the airport tunnels. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. A mix of sun and clouds today, high 90, an isolated rain shower or thunderstorm possible through the afternoon. Lows tonight in the low 70s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with scattered pop-up storms, high 91. Thursday, partly cloudy with afternoon thunderstorms, high 92.
Scattered rain showers now on Storm Tracker radar. It's 86 in Kennesaw, 90 in Norcross, 77 in College Park. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
These people just make noise and basically waste our time.
Dear members of the media and the public, I welcome you.
Live from the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, and beyond, Hour 1 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I am your lovable, huggable radio chat host, Eric Von Hessler. The other voices you hear are the Doctrinaires. Man of 1,000 voices, Tim Andrews. Lady of 184.7 characters, Autumn Fisher. The man behind the glass, George Clark. And the handsomest producer in all of producery, Jared Yamamoto.
Uh-oh, Eric.
Uh-oh, are we in an up? We just started.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's not start it. Don't turn that music. Let's not start a show with an uh-oh.
Well, it's a big deal here.
There's no way to go.
Radioactive shrimp is heading for Walmart that was found in Savannah's port.
Sounds like a band.
I know, like a
radioactive shrimp are coming to Athens.
Ladies and gentlemen, the radioactive shrimp. I don't care if you hate this song. We're gonna sing it all night long.
Hey, Forrest.
That's right, Bubba. You got a new shrimp.
I got one more kind of shrimp for us. It's radioactive.
So, how does shrimp become radio? This is from Indonesia. I saw very little bit about this.
An atomic blast off the coast of Florida causes Gulf shrimp to turn into radioactive shrimp.
So many things. It could be a band. It could be like you're saying, a 1950s sci-fi classic.
Stay away from the beach.
Oh yeah, it has to have like two teenagers like making out in a car.
Yeah.
And like, no, Brad, I told you I don't want to go all the way. Come on,
Susie,
let's
go. They're right near the beach, and there's a
What's
large,
that smell?
large.
What is it?
As long as kids understand and get the message, making out before marriage is dangerous.
That's right.
So,
amen.
There's a lot of people in that town that were living right. Never came across a radioactive shrimp. So, listen, just abstain. Don't even touch it. Don't even think about it. Just abstain. If you
Now I'm thinking about it because you're mentioning it.
Well, I'm sorry that
Can't
it's
do
my
it.
fault that you're more likely now to be taken in by a big old radioactive
Hold on.
shrimp.
Someone's at the door.
Maybe you
Who
should
is
get
it?
it.
Oh, I think. Are you maintenance? Oh, come on in, guys.
This is either going to become
Oh God, it's a shrimp!
It's a radioactive shrimp. I thought it was going to either go. It was going to go like 1950s or OnlyFans. One of the two.
We're doing a show. We're doing a movie
About
the radioactive shrimp.
I know, but you could have. I'm just saying it could have gone the other way as well.
Oh no, shrimp! I'm stuck in the dryer.
I'm stuck in the freezer. That wouldn't last long.
Stuck in the freezer.
Just boiler. So whatever. Just throw your shrimp away. I mean, why are you going to take a chance?
So this is the Great Value brand at Walmart.
Why are you buying discount seafood?
And it's been found with the Celsium-137, a radioactive
Cesium or
isotope.
Celsius?
I don't think it's Celsium. I think it's
Cesium. You're right, Tim.
This is a news and information station.
The
Celsium.
Fahrenheit
Yeah.
stuff is good.
Cesium, yes.
What do you do? What do you do? What are you doing buying discount seafood? Seafood lives on the edge to begin with. I don't like it. I basically don't eat it because it lives on the edge. It's always a question mark. Always a question mark with the seafood. Is this gonna delight me or make me sick for 48 hours? So why would you, given the fact that you're already playing Russian roulette when you sit down for seafood, why in the world would you buy discount seafood?
I don't know. Have you tried that Kroger brand, those frozen mussels? Oh my God, those are
Look who
delicious.
you're talking to.
Those
Not
are
me.
delicious.
I see the entire ocean as a big toilet for everything that's out there. I don't want to eat stuff that's it's their toilet. We have toilets here.
And mussels taste like the sea smells.
No, not these
No,
mussels.
They cook them in like butter and white wine.
I don't. I got to be honest
They're
with
gross.
you. I got to be honest with you. I've avoided that category so long. Mussels is a word to me. It's a word in a Great Squeeze song. I don't really know what they are.
It's
I have
the
to
black,
say.
It's like the black, very thin oval,
Mhm.
and then it opens up. The shell opens in half, and inside is like a little sort of like yellowy, like a dark beige.
I knew it was in a
thing.
shell because the Squeeze song is pulling mussels from a shell. That's the only thing I know about it. I don't know that I've ever actually seen them. I'm sure I have. I must have been in a restaurant. My wife eats
They're
all that
actually
nonsense.
really good. Like I said, the like.
Are you saying that to
broccoli-
me? Like if I don't like all the other seafood, I will like that?
Yeah, because it's not like it's not
tastes like bread?
briny.
No. No, it's
Does it
all
taste
about.
does it taste like hamburger by any chance?
What it does is it complements sauces very well. So like if you put
like
it in a good sauce,
you're a very nice sauce like that.
It's
Aren't you
soaks-
a pretty sauce?
It's a vehicle for the sauce.
yes.
Do you ever
yes.
smell the beach at low tide?
Yeah, but it depends on what's going on the beach. I mean, it could be.
There's a lot of dead plant life.
Yeah.
Oh, Tim, come
That's
on.
what they taste like.
Okay.
No, it's
what are you-
not.
all right. What are you guys from the advertising board of?
Well, and I would like to say
Big
if
Muscle.
you use my
Big
code,
Muscle?
Watch out for Big Muscle.
If you use my code
Yes.
Autumn's Muscles Rule
Yes.
49,
You'll get a free visit to the emergency room
you
after
get 48% off.
the
From the
radioactive
Muscle
shrimp.
Yeah,
Press the microphone in the right-hand corner.
they're well worth it. When I
So, hey, man, if you're going to be pressing that microphone in the right-hand corner, please make sure that you like, subscribe, and smash,
and review.
rate, review us, smash that bell. Folks, the algorithm is killing us. I don't know what they're doing over on YouTube, but I can't watch anybody on YouTube without, the algorithm is killing us, please.
We said gun instead of pew pew, and
Yeah.
now we're demonetized.
shadow banned.
That's true. I mean, they change, those YouTube rules change all the the time because there was a time when they couldn't say like the F word in it without being demonetized
Well,
for
now
like
it's
a couple months.
They changed the thing where I guess for a while you couldn't swear for the first 30 seconds, and now they
Right.
changed that, and so
It's so stupid,
suddenly-
arbitrary. Who's making these rules?
and suddenly everybody's swearing right. When you give some people a little freedom, they've got to use it. So like every YouTube video where there's any swearing, it's like in the first 5 seconds. Hey, we can do it now.
That's why you should just do YouTube for the love of the game. You shouldn't
they-
expect any money from it.
Well, that's why I don't do YouTube, because apparently if I was doing YouTube, it would be for that, the love of the game. And you know what? I have no love for that game. So I would only get into that game if I could be justly rewarded with money. So I don't get into that game.
The only way you can make money on Twitter is if you're talking about politics. That's all it is. It's just
Can you make fun of politics?
You can, but it has to be. You have to pick a side.
Can't make fun of everybody? People can't handle that.
I think when you do
But
that,
actually-
you don't get any traction.
Yeah, on social media, you don't get the right kind of, like on radio, people, they don't know. If you're in a car listening to the show and enjoying the show, you don't see the other people who maybe you completely disagree with laughing along with you. So you're not pushed away by it, I guess. Whereas in online and social media, there's so much identity involved there. I'm this and I believe that. And let me tell you something. I'm 27 years old. Sit down. I got some things to declare about the world to you.
Doesn't
What
every
I know.
27-year-old feel that way, though?
Yeah, but back in the old days, nobody paid attention to them.
Yep.
Because they didn't have the platform.
They didn't have the platform. They're being platformed and normalized. I don't know what those words mean, but people say them on the radio all the time.
You used to have to go to the town square and shout at people when they walk by you, and you
Yeah.
usually got arrested for that.
Or maybe you get the whole milk crate thing or whatever, soapbox.
Soapbox.
You know,
Oh,
you go
yeah.
up into the park and then people throw tomatoes at you.
Hey, please like and subscribe.
hey, Harry,
I'm here every Wednesday at 2.
Harry, the algorithm is killing me. Please like and subscribe to this park.
Press the like button.
It's right
in my
here.
pants.
Autumn, are those readers that you have on? Because they're very nice. They look very
Thank
nice.
you.
What has happened, Autumn?
Well, I got
Age.
real
She got
readers
gross.
because I got like ones from Target or CVS, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got my eyes checked, and I really do. I need near vision glasses and I need far vision glasses.
What does that mean? You're blind? What does that mean? You
It
can't see.
means-
You can't see. You can only see things well that are in the middle. That's what I'm gleaning from that.
I know, because one eye's nearsighted and one eye's farsighted.
Oh,
so
that's
that's been
interesting.
helpful for a long time. That's
Huh?
why I don't need glasses.
Oh wait, so you see like two monocles that are different,
Wait
right?
a minute. No, because they come together in one vision, so they work
Right.
each other out into one.
Yes,
Oh,
and
man.
I think that they've been compensating for each other. and
Not
that's why I
everybody
haven't-
has that, by the way. I don't, but, there is a thing called stereo vision that some people have, and I can't imagine it. So they must just get used to it, but they do see the world out of two portals. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, like a lizard that can like turn its eyeballs in different directions.
But I mean, really, people. There are people who have
no, I
stereo
know.
vision.
Yeah, that's cool.
The lizard people.
The lizard people. That's usually
Like
a good
Obama.
sign.
I can see behind my head.
All right, so you were saying if you didn't lose
Oh,
your way.
so what he said he was like, what really you could use is bifocals, but I mean that's ridiculous at your age. And I was like, okay, thank you. And it's also the prescription isn't so.
Is he single?
crazy.
Is he recently single, this doctor, by any chance?
No.
I've had
you're
progressive.
just too good looking for bifocals.
I've had progressive since I was 43.
Yeah, but
And that's what we call them
yeah,
now,
but
by the way.
Did you
But
go to,
also, I don't think my prescription is so intense that maybe I could.
and also your doctor wasn't hitting on you.
That's
And
true.
I can see far away enough. You know, he said for nighttime it probably would be good for like driving to have the ones.
So
that
now
you
you
can see further
basically
away.
you just have readers with
Yeah.
large magnification.
No. So that's what the thing was. I was getting readers from Target, and he said those aren't really going to help you because those are starting at a prescription of 0,
Right.
and then both eyes are
So
the
then
same.
you just
but,
got-
but my eyes are different prescriptions, and so I needed specific.
So you
readers.
you got two lenses that have the different things that you need,
Yeah.
so you can see like the old. So you have prescription glasses. Took me a while to get there. It took me a while to get there.
I don't
but,
need them all the time.
Well, it's okay. Listen, you're getting
I'm looking
old.
at something up close, and I need to see it.
You know, as a lady, your best days are behind you. You know that. I know that.
Hey.
You know what? I believe it.
Hold on. I didn't finish my point. There's still plenty that you can offer society. I mean, the crocheting, the blankets,
The bread baking,
the bread baking.
I
arts
believe-
and crafts.
What was it that Andy Kaufman used to say? The washing of the potatoes. These are things.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's me.
Autumn's going to have a great second half.
Yes,
I
she
believe
is.
in her.
Well, yeah, but not
fourth
like
quarter.
the first half.
Third quarter. I think I'm at the end of the second half.
Is that where you stand?
No, the end of. Wait.
Do you
Second
understand
quarter.
how quarters work?
No.
There's 4.
50.
And after 2,
75.
you're at 50%.
I think I'm at the end of the 50 portion.
Okay, so you believe that you are going into the second half of your life, which is
Wait.
probably right. You're
Yeah.
43. You'll probably live to be
86 is fair.
as long as things don't jump up, you don't fall off
Yeah.
a bridge or something like that. These things do happen.
I did get some blood work taken today.
Uh-oh.
We'll
Well,
see what happens.
boy, isn't that terrible when you have test results and it's like, yeah, well, I had a doctor once. I didn't know what the hell was going on with my body. And we get the test, and he says, well, I'm going on vacation for a couple of days. I'll give you a call back on Friday. I'm like, I know it's not going to take till Friday.
Right.
Yeah, just tell me now. Just
I think
glance
his
at
point
them
of-
to give me an idea.
His point of view was, well, if you are dying, 2 more days before you find out, ain't going to do nothing.
I'm not going to help you.
Yeah, so I planned this trip. Okay, so
I'm going to Bora Bora.
There's nothing where when the test results are out and then you have not been given the call yet, and I know Tim Andrews is probably worse than me with this, but I imagine every terrible thing. Like I imagine the doctor's going to call me and tell me whatever we were worried about, I have that, and surprisingly, for the first time, we found this through this
Yeah.
test. Like
I've never
you have
seen
more.
this before.
I've never seen it before.
The last
And it
time,
always comes back, hey, you're fine. Well, one time I was so scared, and a doctor called me back, and I'm like, really? Really? And the doctor actually said to me at one point, he goes, and this is not long ago, and he's, Eric, you're actually quite healthy. And my response was, how? How is that possible? Anyway, you were going to say.
I was saying that earlier this year, like 2 months ago or whatever, I the last time I ever used a Q-tip in my ear, I put it in too far, and my whole jaw swelled up, and it got infected in there.
I remember he played through that pain.
Oh my God! And it hurt every day. I couldn't yawn for about 2 weeks. It just hurt. And
Remember
that's-
back when Trump wasn't quite so good? That's when he was going through that.
Yeah.
He couldn't use his jaw.
I could do a bill. And initially, my thought was, "Oh, this is it. This is it." But then I had to just talk myself out of it. You're not going to know until you know. And
But here's the thing with that one, and you were telling me about it while it was going on. I thought you were especially ridiculous to be worried about anything other than you knew that you had jammed a Q-tip too far into your ear, and that's exactly when the event started. So why would you be afraid that it was going to come back as
that's
ear
how my mind
cancer?
works.
or
That's
something?
how
The
my mind
cancer was in his ear,
Yes.
just dormant, sleeping.
Until
then he
jarred
poked
it loose.
He jarred it loose.
But I'll tell you what I did real quick.
Yeah.
I typed all my worries and stuff into ChatGPT, and it said, "Don't worry about it." And then I said, "This is what one doctor said. This is what the other one said." And at the end of the whole thing, ChatGPT was right about all of it.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, because you were unreasonable.
Yeah.
Let's not put too much
Why
on
don't you
Chat.
chill out, loser? That's what it said to me.
No, but that's good.
ChatGPT said you jammed a thing into your head way too far. That's
Yep.
why you have
Yeah,
pain.
probably there's like
I don't know that you needed ChatGPT
There's that
for
path.
that.
There's that pathway from your ear to your mouth, right? And that's probably what it irritated, right?
It's not to your mouth.
It's not to your
like-
mouth, to your throat.
It's to your throat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Joe told me the name
Ear,
of it
nose, and
100
throat.
times.
That's
Yeah.
what I.
Jared, are you still bleeding out
That's
of your
what I want to
nose?
know. You went to you left here yesterday, and
Don't
you
get
said,
me started.
Hold on. You said you were going to go to a minute clinic type of
I did.
thing.
I went to an urgent care.
Because if you
That's
don't
good.
know, if you weren't here yesterday, this guy has nosebleeds his whole life, but he woke up with a bunch of blood yesterday morning all over. But then he started just tasting blood all day long, like it was just a constant blood drip. So what happened?
It's just the same thing that I've had since I was a kid. So when I've gone to the doctor in the past about nosebleeds, they prescribed to me the exact same drug and told me to do the exact same thing, which is why so many people don't go to the doctor.
Wait a minute.
It is so
maybe
frustrating.
he was. Hold on.
Do you
maybe,
mean they fix it every time? How dare they?
I don't understand. Is this a drug that you take and then you break out in warts? Or what's the problem?
So they give me this drug called Afria. I
What
think.
is the problem? Does the drug work or not?
No, it doesn't work, and or it's temporary. I should say it's very temporary. So what it does is it when you get a
I
nose
bled again 6 months later.
when you get a nosebleed, it's a blood vessel that bursts in your nose. That's what happens, and this drug they give you essentially helps the blood vessel calm down.
Sure.
And I've gotten it before in the past.
It's like a nose hemorrhoid.
Yeah.
Noseroid.
It's a noseroid.
Phlegmroid.
Good name for today's show. Noseroid.
I'll write that down. And I told
that
them
didn't happen anywhere else on radio today in the whole world.
No,
Okay,
hands down.
Go ahead.
But what's so frustrating is when I told them I've had this drug in the past, it's a temporary fix. What can I do long term to fix it? And they're like, okay, here's the same drug we've prescribed
But
it to you.
we told you yesterday what you can do in the long run, and it's amazing to all of us that you've had these nosebleeds since you were a kid, and you don't have a humidifier.
Yeah.
They didn't even recommend that to me. They didn't even recommend a humidifier.
Okay.
Well, they probably assume.
Right. These are people who are not working at the local hospital. There's a reason, maybe. I don't know. I mean, if you get,
I felt like
if somebody, isn't there like a specialist that you could get not just just a doctor, but a specialist where you could go in and you could say, hey, this is and this, it always keeps happening. But what I would say is temporary relief is better than nothing. So did the temporary relief work?
So I have not actually picked up the prescription yet. I'm planning to pick it up tonight after the show.
You know what's happening? He's falling in love with the taste of the blood that's dripping into the back of his
Exactly. I'm
throat.
turning into a vampire.
Drip. That's what's happening.
It's that blood
Watch
drip.
out. You get addicted. Blood addiction. It's right up there with
It's
tobacco
serious.
and heroin.
But what's
So
so
become a yampire.
But what is so frustrating though is that now I've got
Get out.
No,
Just get out.
I'm not.
No, that was good.
I love
Let's
it. I am so frustrated because now I've got to make an appointment with the ear, nose, and throat, and they're probably just going to tell me.
Why do you have to do that?
Why don't you find, you're on the radio, why don't you find the best nosebleed specialist? It's always ear, nose, and throat because the word nose is right in there. So what you want to know is who is the best nosebleed expert amongst people who are ear, nose, and throat doctors in the local area.
That's what I
Yes,
need.
George
But wait,
Clark.
can I ask-
I'm wondering if he goes to the doctor and every time they prescribe this medicine, why not just keep that in the cabinet and every time you have a nosebleed, use this medicine that they always
keep it around.
prescribe?
Keep it
Because
around.
so here's the deal with it. What it does is the last time I had it was probably I guess like 22 or 23, and I had it several
Wait a
times.
minute,
since
when
then.
you were 22 or
So-
in the year
Yeah,
22?
when I was 22 or 23 was the last time
Jared,
I had
so
it.
it works.
But it doesn't. It's temporary. It always
Yes, but-
it always
But you're
prevents the nose.
37 or
It
6
prevents
or something.
the nosebleeds. It prevents the nosebleeds for like 2 months, and then all of a sudden they pick
Wait a
back
minute, you
up
just
again.
said this. You haven't had this since you were 22 or 23.
Oh, he hasn't had the drug.
The drug.
Oh.
I've had the nosebleeds, as you
Okay.
guys know. I get like probably
Oh,
at
you
least
bleed
10
all over
per
the
year.
place. It's
Oh,
disgusting.
I'm disgusting. It's everywhere. What I'm just frustrated with is it is a perfect example of how broken the medical system is in the United
Oh,
States.
here we go.
It is.
Save
Okay,
it
let him
for
say- let's
it
see
is.
what
save it for the Yamamoto show.
It's true, though.
Oh, I can
It's
see
true.
did it on Solo Moto.
I did do it on Solo
Oh,
Moto
that's
because
why
I'm
you're okay.
very
Listen,
frustrated.
Jared, I don't
Jared,
understand.
you're not asking enough
why
questions.
Why do you have to go to an ENT after you've been given something that will solve the nosebleed?
It doesn't solve it. It's a temporary fix.
No, okay, but it's going to stop it from. Okay, you are having a chronic nosebleed right now.
Yeah.
It has stopped now. It has stopped.
It has
since
stopped.
It has stopped.
Okay, this is what you should do, Jared. Get the prescription.
Tell him.
If the nosebleed has stopped, keep it now in your
Hell yeah.
cabinet. Okay, and then while you're at the CVS picking up the prescription or wherever you're going, get
Preach.
yourself a humidifier,
Mm-hmm.
and then use that frequently during the time that your nosebleeds come.
Oh, hell yeah.
You need an Audemars Solo Moto.
That's right.
I don't.
It's not a reflection of the healthcare system. It's
It
that
is.
You no
I
because
paid
if you're gonna
$30 to get
going
told
to the
to do-
Minute Clinic
That's
is not
cheap.
going to be a comprehensive.
Yeah, why
that
would-
is for something like I think I have strep throat. I needed a prescription. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
You are in the wrong there. You may be looking for a better ear, nose, and throat person, but you don't go to the Minute Clinic thinking
Yeah.
you're going to get a final. I don't
They
wanna
are
use that
giving
term.
you temporary fixes.
Yeah, it's temporary.
I
Hey,
expected-
it's 2:00 in the morning. You can't get a doctor's appointment for 3 days. Here's a
Right. But
drug
this
that'll
was-
get you through.
I actually got seen by an actual doctor.
Yes,
and,
yes, they
and-
are actual doctors.
And no, well, sometimes you go to the Minute Clinic and it's like a nurse practitioner, and that's okay
Same
too.
thing.
But my whole
No,
thing,
it's not.
It really is.
No, it's not.
Yes, a certified nurse practitioner is the same thing as a doctor.
my whole issue with it is
2
that
credits.
when I explained my history,
don't know.
when I explained my medical history and told
Right.
them that what made this one different was that it had been going on for 24
Right,
hours,
and
and they prescribed me the same drug that
Yes,
I've been
and then they
prescribed
told
in the
you to
past.
see an ENT.
And then they recommended an ENT. I'm like, okay,
That
I'm
is
going to go
healthcare.
through
They
this.
did
That is
exactly
healthcare.
what they're supposed to do.
No,
Yes.
it's not
Their
good
job.
enough.
It's not. They're not your doctor. They're not your general
Right.
practitioner. They are just a stopgap.
Right.
You got exactly what you wanted.
I wanted to be fixed last
All right,
night.
I want
But you
I
couldn't.
want to have a rebuttal on the solo moto this week at the very end of the show, so I can let people know. Listen, this guy's goofy. He got exactly what, but
But now I got to set up another appointment,
Yes,
and they're just
because
going to tell
that
me the
person is
same
a
thing
specialist.
again.
wasn't that what? Oh my!
They weren't a specialist.
Well, here's the thing. Let me tell you what you're fighting against, Autumn. He's already done a rant on his radio show, so
Yeah.
he's in. He's invested. He
Yep.
can't turn around.
It's not that.
It's not even going to play until Saturday.
No, this is
Tune into the Nightcap for more
this is
healthcare
Solo
talk.
Moto.
Solo Moto is my video
Oh,
series.
this
that I
isn't
do.
going to make it to the nightcap.
Correct. It will not be on the nightcap. I will
The
follow
best
along.
of the solo.
It's not
moto.
it's not radio worthy.
Tara Fine Jewelry Company, just 3 miles from the Mall of Georgia in Beaufort. Coveted brands like De Beers Code of Origin Diamonds, Mikimoto, Roberto Coin, fine Swiss watches, and so much more. Visit Tara Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort today.
Do you have an unused vehicle sitting in your driveway? Imagine turning it into a new beginning. When you donate your car, truck, or van to Tommy Nobis Center, you're helping people with disabilities get the training and support they need to enter the workforce and build successful careers. Your vehicle donation fuels real change, giving people a chance to achieve independence and purpose. And it's easy. We'll handle everything from pickup to paperwork. Plus, it's tax deductible. Donate today at TommyNobisCenter.org. Make a difference, one vehicle at a time.
If you've ever organized your closet only to have it look like a bomb went off in there 1 month later, then it's time to call Artisan Custom Closets. Dave Baker here with a custom spacious closet from Artisan. You'll never have to deal with all that clutter again. ArtisanCustomClosets.com.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
It's time to renovate your home, and you've got designs in your head, but will they pass code? Hire Sketchhouse Architects before you call a builder to make sure your design is up to code and zoning compliant. Hi, I'm Richard Taylor, architect at Sketchhouse. We're going to make this easy to get your ideas on paper, and Sketchhouse will connect you with multiple builders to bid on your job through the Sketchhouse Builders Network. You're going to save thousands of dollars with Sketchhouse Architects. We're going to make this easy for you. Go to sketchhouse.com. That's sketch, H-A-U-S, sketchhouse.com.
Motorcycle riders know that a distracted driver can knock you down. It's nice to know that Steel Horse Law can pick you back up. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler for Steel Horse Law, the Stein and Karen Law Group. In the worst possible scenario, when someone causes you to lay your bike down, Steel Horse Law will get you the best possible settlement. Their name strikes fear in the heart of big insurance companies because Steel Horse Law is respected and will make them pay. Visit steelhorselaw.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic,
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top local story, it's happening now. Heavy rain and storms moving through metro Atlanta this hour. A strong thunderstorm impacting portions of Cobb County right now. It's located near Whitewater Park in Marietta. The storm nearly stationary. Winds up to 40 miles per hour. Pea-size hail and frequent lightning. Also strong storms impacting portions of northern Cherokee, Bartow, and Pickens counties. And those will be around until at least 4 o'clock. Stay with WSB for updates. A firefighter is one of 2 people hurt in a big apartment fire in Lawrenceville. The fire was burning out of control when the first units arrived at the Oxford Apartments off Club Lakes Parkway.
While they were extinguishing the fire, they had roof collapse onto the second floor, from the roof onto the second floor.
Lieutenant Jessica Joyner with Gwinnett County Fire Department says the injuries are minor. A number of residents had to be rescued from the burning building. One of the buildings at the complex is destroyed. The cause is under investigation. Bond denied today for a teenager accused of killing her mother and stepfather earlier this year in Carroll County. 17-year-old Sarah Grace Patrick is charged in the February murders of Kristen and James Brock. Patrick was arrested last month after she was named a suspect in the case. Patrick's trial could come in early January. With President Trump calling for an end to mail-in voting nationwide, Georgia's Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger says his office works hard to ensure a fair and secure process, including photo ID for all forms of voting.
And that's all that builds trust. And trust is the real gold standard.
It's unclear if Trump could end mail-in voting across the country since states control their elections. Clayton County's police chief calls for decriminalizing marijuana in the county. Chief Kevin Roberts says the proposed ordinance would give another option rather than jail time for possession of less than 1 ounce.
With this ordinance, we can write a citation and enforce a civil fine up to $150 that does not inadvertently impact someone's criminal record.
Roberts is asking the county commission to consider adopting the change at its next meeting. It is 3:32. Time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
The rain and storms you mentioned, Bill, are not doing any favors to Metro Atlanta for the afternoon commute. We got trouble in Marietta where that heavy rain has been falling. They just got this big rig off to the right from the second left lane. 75 southbound North Marietta Parkway. Exit 265 still slow back to Barrett Parkway. You're also seeing northbound delays on the wet pavement leaving the Truist Park region, trying to head up toward 575. We've also had a crash working 75-85 southbound right around I-20. Luckily, it's off to the side, but already seeing that brake light battle stretching back toward the 85-400 merge. Crash working to clear out of a left lane in McDonough, 75 northbound where it's not raining right now at Jonesboro Road, exit 221. And a truck that ran into the woods in southwest Atlanta still has Highway 166 Langford Parkway eastbound shut down just east of Greenbrier Parkway. That's where traffic's being forced off. You can take Greenbrier Parkway up to Campbellton Road and use that as your alternate route. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
Storm tracker radar right now is very active. We have heavy rain right now across Cobb County. Also some heavy rain now impacting Peachtree City area and heavy rain in northern Bartow and Cherokee counties. There are scattered rain showers around the metro area at this hour. 87 in Sewanee, 89 in Dallas, 82 in Midtown Atlanta. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, it's Belinda for the board-certified plastic surgeons at Marietta Plastic Surgery. They have a very exciting program that might be the perfect fit for you. Introducing the Aesthetic Vault, a curated members-only program for those that prioritize elevated self-care and personalized beauty. Enjoy exclusive perks, preferred pricing, and the freedom to apply your monthly bank towards the treatment you love, all for $149 per month. As a member, you'll receive 10% off med spa services and retail products, a complimentary consultation, skin analysis, and either a dermaplane or peel every year. Be among the first 100 members to lock in a lifetime monthly rate of $129. But you must call Marietta Plastic Surgery. Call 770-425-7575. That's 770-425-7575. Or visit MariettaPlasticSurgery.com. Terms and conditions may apply.
We've all got one. And there's never just one thing on it. Your home improvement to-do list. Trust the Plus. Painting Plus. The Plus covers everything on your list. Siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and of course, painting.
Hi, I'm Charlie, the owner of Painting Plus. We do it all and we do it right. Trust the Plus family of businesses for everything on your list.
If your home's exterior has it, the Plus can improve it. Painting Plus. Siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and more. Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com. The following is a paid commercial announcement.
Millions of Americans use credit cards to purchase goods every day. The Durbin-Marshall credit card mandates put the secure transactions you rely on at risk, leaving you vulnerable to hackers and foreign cybercriminals that want your data. Hackers win. You lose. Guard your card before it's too late. Tell Congress your data security is not for sale and oppose the Durbin-Marshall credit card mandates.
Paid for by Electronic Payments Coalition.
At Coosa Valley Credit Union, we believe in kinder banking. That means speaking to a real person, a state-of-the-art website and mobile app, and kinder banking means offering our members the most competitive rates in the market. This is Andy Harris. Come see us at Coosa Valley Credit Union.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell, and for over a decade, I've trusted America's best choice for windows, doors, siding, and decks.
That's right, Dale. When the summer is hot, America's best choice will keep your home cool with premium energy-efficient windows starting at just $299. No pressure, no gimmicks. Go to abcwind.com to schedule a free in-home estimate today. America's best choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
Dave Baker for Beaver Toyota of Cumming. Looking for a new truck and looking for a great deal? Simply go to beavertoyotacumming.com/Dave's Deals and save money on a new Toyota Tundra. The Toyota Tundra from Beaver Toyota of Cumming is the official truck of the Home Fix-It Show.
All right, I guess Mayor Andre Dickens is it official that he's announced that he's going for, he wants to be reelected?
I hereby proclaim that I'm ready to be your mayor once again
Proclaim.
for 4 more years.
Let's
Go, everybody, let's go.
Does everybody have to yell all the time? It
Yeah.
doesn't make it better. I mean, here's my thought on...
Vote for me again. Goodbye.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I list off your achievements, and hey, people just think yelling at a microphone is somehow profound.
It's a new day in Atlanta.
I have to go to the bathroom right now.
I mean, learn from, one of the greatest orators of all time, Dr. King. Learn. He did not just go, it was not a machine gun, ba, 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 ba. Peaks and valleys. You work yourself up to a peak, and then you come back down and work yourself slowly back up. That's how you keep the audience. And for some reason, people just think, oh, you just yell into a microphone and that will inspire people. But when it comes to the first term of Mayor Andre Dickens, I have to say this. No real cartoonish clown behavior, I have to say, and I don't really think of him all that much, and that I equate that with, well, he had a relatively good first term. Like I don't. So many mayors have had some. Am I forgetting one clown issue? It just seems like every mayor of Atlanta has at least one, and usually more, just sort of clown moments. I don't remember.
Had the corruption.
Who?
Kasim Reed.
Yeah, you had the corruption. You had the whole thing, the driving the vehicles through stuff, and what's his face went to prison. Campbell.
Bill Campbell.
Shirley was a disappointment and had all kinds of weird things going on in the last year or so of her.
Mayor Dickens, if there was one thing, it was minor compared to those things. He was in Memphis on like a family trip when all the water mains started breaking.
Okay,
around.
but that's wrong. Listen, you cannot hold it against somebody because while they were on vacation. Now, if the water mains start breaking and you say, I've got a vacation and I got a plane to catch, and they get on it, fine. Or if they just stay for 2 weeks and the city that they're the mayor of is in trouble, the way the Los Angeles mayor did, was it during the fires?
Yeah, she was in another country.
Another country. So, but the idea of holding it against a politician because while they were on a previously scheduled vacation, something bad happened back in the city. Now, if it's really bad, they need to come back and they can be judged by that. But it sounds to me like you're saying it just happened to happen while he was out of town.
It said that he was in Memphis collecting cash for his campaign at a fundraiser hours after much of the city had lost much of its water.
Okay, but did he know? I guess.
That's a good question. I don't know.
And the way that the article is phrased, too, is a little bit I don't know, tricky.
Yes, you're
He
saying
was
that
out collecting cash.
There's so many. Yeah. Like every single politician does. Even the ones that you think are saints, they do it too. Are you condemning for that reason? Wow, my favorite politician's a saint, so whatever they do is good. So that's where I would rate it. I don't live in the city of Atlanta.
At a charity dinner, he found out about the thing. Like that's one way.
Right. Or I don't know. I think we don't know. I don't want to proclaim as the mayor is proclaiming. I don't want to. I don't want to.
New day in Atlanta.
I want to proclaim.
And that's a threat.
Anything.
It's Tuesday.
But yeah, I do. I do. I don't know exactly if he knew about the water mains breaking and he stayed an excessively long time, or whether he knew they were breaking and he actually went to collect the money. Yeah. If it turns out that he was just, for months ahead, it was on his schedule that he was going to be in Memphis collecting this money, and then while he's there, the water mains break, I don't see how you can hold that against him so long as he gets back in a relative. No one's going to beat him, I don't think. Who's going to run? Mary Norwood?
Well, you don't have to do much to be better than,
is he running again?
than his predecessor. He didn't have to do anything but show up.
Well,
That's
yeah.
true.
I mean, he followed the worst mayor since I've been here. And I've been here since 98. So I don't know. Campbell was mayor then.
He was
and
a
ended up
decent
going
mayor,
he
except for the
went
corruption.
to prison, except for the corruption. You sound like you're from Chicago.
Well,
he was a decent mayor, except for the corruption.
You're gonna
We
have a
all
little
accept there's going to be corruption.
You're going to have a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a little bit.
Big city politics.
You do have
Atlanta has less corruption than most big cities, I think.
Or at least they keep it hush-hush.
Right. If you compare Atlanta to Chicago, Detroit, New York City, Los Angeles, I think, yes, there is a level of corruption, and some of it is obviously egregious. I'm not downplaying it. But I'm just saying, relatively speaking, we don't quite have. I mean, corruption, number one city I think of in history is Chicago. And then there's Kansas City. I can't remember which one, whether it was Kansas or Missouri. Probably Missouri because that was more
New
important.
Orleans always seems to have an issue.
Yeah, well, New Orleans is just...
That's a bad... Louisiana's just a weird state.
Any place where people practice the dark arts and numbers. This is why my belief as to why Haiti can never get their act together again. Well, if you got a significant part of your population that believes in voodoo, where are you going to go? And New Orleans gets a little bit of that.
Just that too.
Some people get into it a little too much. If a lot of people in your citizenry are rubbing chicken bones together to get answers to life problems, you're probably going to have a very corrupt city because that's your voting base, for heaven's sakes. It's not easy to pull the wool over their eyes. Just tell them that, a witch told you something. A witch told me that if you vote for my competitor, that this city will be cursed. Oh, better not do that. Those witches don't lie.
Now, in the
something I think we know, witches do not lie.
They do not lie.
They're mean, and they'll turn you into something bad, but
they're
they don't
disgusting,
lie.
and I don't know how
if
they
you ask if they're a witch, they have to tell you.
They have to tell you, just like a narc.
Yep.
Just like... That's what we used to always tell each other in school.
Are you a cop?
Yeah, they have to tell you. I don't know where this, when I was in middle school, who was the source of this story that, because they did, from time to time do the, it was the Johnny Depp 21 Jump Street kind of thing. And back then there was a lot of illegal drugs being, so they would put students in, but who had the source material? They said, no one even said, my dad's a lawyer. And he
It
told
comes
me.
from TV. It has to come from TV.
Right. So it's just
like whenever a
if
woman's
you ask him
pregnant.
if he's a narc, he has to tell you he's a cop. It's like, no, I don't know that that's true. Is that somewhere? Is that enshrined in the Magna Carta somewhere? Like, I have not been able to find it.
Well, it's like TV. Whenever a woman's about to give birth, you get some towels and a bucket of water.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, I thought that's how you gave birth. You just poured the water on the woman. And
Yeah,
then,
you boil water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was that for? Just for her forehead and stuff?
Probably to clean up.
Yeah, it was
That's what it's going to be a lot of blood.
Yeah.
If you're doing that kind of thing at home, there's going to be a lot of blood.
But when you're 10, you don't know that.
Yeah, it's true. Like every show, like they didn't want to get into anything.
Right.
Like, God forbid they teach kids how this stuff really works. It's just like, okay,
It's
she's
always,
having a
it's
baby.
always someone's water breaks and then the baby's here.
Yeah. Well,
And
in
they're
between,
screaming.
And they look like they're a year old.
But in
Yeah,
between,
they're covered in cream cheese.
can I tell you, I need an intervention. I just realized this looking at my email.
What happened?
From DoorDash.
Uh-oh. What'd you order last night?
It was today. My wife.
Today.
It's my wife's birthday, by the way, and I've
She
told
out
her.
of town?
Bill Clinton's
out of
birthday
town.
too.
It's Bill
She
Clinton's
is out of town.
Happy birthday,
Well,
Jane!
she went last week to.
She does not live with you anymore.
Yes, she does. She went
She
last
is
week.
perpetually.
She went-
You know, she's out of
she
town again.
couldn't-
It's so weird.
She couldn't live without me. Are you kidding me?
If you were retired, you'd be with her on all these trips.
No. So let's not go too far. I would be with her on this trip. She and a friend went up to Vermont to spread her mom's ashes at this farm that a childhood friend has up in Vermont. And apparently it was just very beautiful. Every day she's sending me, this beautiful bucolic imagery from where she is. And so at the end of last week, she was like, her friend was going to stay for another week. And it's so calm. She's like, you just wouldn't believe. You can't hear a car. You can't hear anything. It's just the calmest thing in the world. And she decided to stay another week. And I didn't mention last week, it's like, well, you're going to be there on your birthday. But I'm not a cruel husband, so I will give gifts when she gets back. That's the only way, according to Autumn, I'm going to get her back. So I have to withhold the gifts. But usually she's pretty, I've been alone on my birthday plenty, and I don't care. It just doesn't bother me at all. But she's usually pretty,
Will you light your own candles?
No, I don't even think about it. It's
Happy
another
birthday
day.
to me.
Oh, wait a minute.
Another year older.
I was alone on my 52nd birthday. What do I run around like a crazy person?
I know you,
I'm 52.
I don't know if you put the hat on yourself or
no.
lit your
No. If other people didn't constantly say happy birthday to me on my birthday, I might even not know. Except I love the date. I just think I love the date. I like all the numbers in my life. I think are fantastic. May 26th. I just love that date. My Social Security number rhymes. All
What is
three
it?
of them. Ba-da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum-dum. And I love the numbers in my life. But outside of that, and I think that's probably why I've made it as far as I have in life. Because I love the numbers in my life. I think too many people are at odds. One might say at war with the numbers in their lives. Not me. Not this cat. I'm digging the numbers in my life.
We've all been
Jay,
there.
I'm starting at Langford Parkway.
Counting the minutes before we know we're going to be late because we couldn't count on a traffic app.
Jammed from I-85 down towards Ponce. There is one thing you can count on. Triple team traffic on WSB.
Stay slow once you're inside the perimeter as well.
We know the highways. We know the streets. And we know the shortcuts.
75 northbound heading up to Cobb County through Marietta and Kennesaw.
And all you need to do is listen.
More experience.
More reliable. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Triple team traffic.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
School's back in session, but that doesn't mean the summer heat is taking a break anytime soon. And to beat the heat, Coolray has options to help your home comfort score an A+. Dave Baker here for Coolray Heating and Cooling, Plumbing and Electrical. Right now, Coolray's offering up to $2,250 back in rebates and free installation with the purchase of a complete Carrier system. Proper insulation is a perfect summer sidekick for your HVAC, keeping cool air in and hot air out, and it's free. Bonus points. So, now that your HVAC is passing all the tests, let's look at your plumbing. Mr. Plumber, a Coolray company, is currently offering $100 off any plumbing service. From aging water heaters, I just got a new one of those, to clogged drains, Mr. Plumber has you covered. Say hello to cool comfort and smooth flowing plumbing all season long. Simply visit Coolray.com to schedule your appointment today. It's that easy. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
We are here with CFP Matthew Decker of the Vincent Financial Group and host of Retire ATL. And Matt, you have created a 20-question guide that asks the pointed, sometimes uncomfortable questions about where you stand in retirement. And you have to ask yourself, who is your guide?
That's right. Who is your guide? We sometimes think of retirement as like a mountain that you need to climb. And if you're going to ascend the mountain, it's important that you have a guide that has been there before, who has helped other people accomplish the same task. And we've seen that this is so important. There's so much value in the financial planning world. But if you don't know what's accessible, if you don't know what questions to ask, if you don't know what kind of value you should be receiving for the fees that you're paying, oftentimes you don't get it. So we created this guide to ask those questions and really point you in the direction of the type of service, the type of value that you should be receiving for the fees that you're paying if you're engaging a professional money manager or financial planner.
All right, so Matt, how can we get our hands on this 20-question guide?
We want to make it as simple as possible. So you can call us at 770-280-1488. All you have to do is tell the representative that you're looking for our 20-question guide. You can also go to our homepage, retireatlradio.com. You can send us a note there. Just let us know you're looking for the guide. We don't need your email address. You don't have to create an account. It's not protected by some kind of paywall. This is something we want to provide to you for free so that you can know, am I getting value for the fees that I'm paying? It's complimentary, created by us here at the Vincent Financial Group. Again, 770-280-1488. Ask for the guide, or you can go to retireatlradio.com.
770-280-1488 or online at retireatlradio.com. And join us for Retire ATL every Sunday right here on WSB.
Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor. Neither the firm nor its agents or representatives may give tax or legal advice. Individuals should consult with a qualified professional for guidance before making any purchasing decisions.
Belinda Skelton here for Atlanta Vision Institute, and I have Stephanie with me. She's a patient of Dr. Ashraf, and Stephanie recently had the laser optics procedure. Stephanie, why did you have the laser optics procedure?
I wanted to be able to not ever use reading glasses again because I got tired of pulling my phone out of my purse when I forgot them to blow things up, and I just wanted to see.
And how was life after laser optics procedure at Atlanta Vision Institute?
Incredible. I could read the bottom of a nail polish bottle. I don't need my readers, never used them since I've had my laser optics procedure. It's been amazing.
What would you say to people who are on the fence about having the procedure?
Do you want to see?
That says it all, folks. Folks, if you want to see like Stephanie, go to 2020atlanta.com. That's 2020atlanta.com.
So when did Buford High play this? Was this last Thursday night?
I believe so. Yeah, that was that new $62 million stadium.
Buford High School kicks off football season at new $62 million stadium.
I mean, that's crazy. That's
the
insane.
Stadium has like a huge scoreboard, video wall.
Yeah.
And 15 suites for a high school. And
you can invite the scouts.
I bet you the art teacher had to buy her own supplies.
I guarantee you. Yeah, it's not just a her. It could be him. There. And the point is, where does the money come from? And I looked it up, and according to AI, Philip Beard Stadium, Buford High School's new football stadium in Buford, Georgia, was funded through the city of Buford's general and enterprise funds. According to Buford City Manager Brian Curlin, the funding did not involve taking on debt or using revenue from property or sales taxes. Additionally, he stated the stadium's financing had no impact on teacher salaries, classroom resources, or any other educational funding for Buford schools. It says here, it's important to note that Buford is a city school system, allowing the city to invest directly in its schools' infrastructure in a way that might be different from county-based school systems. Okay. But if there's not taking, so there was just an extra... There's still a question here. If a school has $62 million laying around, what do you do with it?
It's all that Lake Lanier tourism in Buford.
But my point is, you still decide what are we going to do with this $62 million.
That's a lot of money to spend on a stadium.
And I have not been out there, but if I'm a parent that likes football but isn't maybe most important thing in my life, and my kid goes to the school, let me tell you something. Every single other thing that could have been paid for had damn well better be paid for.
Yeah, I'm not donating tissue boxes to my classroom this year.
No. Tell the kids to, get on by themselves. You've got a $62 million football. That's
a lot of pencils.
I think that I'm guessing that it means really good players who are thinking about big colleges and maybe the NFL one day are more likely to move into this district.
That's 100%
because you. So this is a recruit. We're recruiting at the high school level so that we can win the state championship. And basically, well, look, they just spent $62 million on their new stadium, so you're going to get support there. So let's go move to that district.
They're close enough to Athens where Kirby Smart can get there easily.
Yeah. Oh, it's great high school. It's probably got one of those suites. 15 suites for high school.
It's interesting too that it's not county based, so
Yeah.
it really is up to that city as far as like what they want to spend their money on.
Yeah.
And I guess if they feel like it's an investment in the entire city, then
Well,
I
yeah.
guess. But
I
it
mean-
does seem odd. Like Tim said, like there better be like plenty of school supplies.
Oh,
no
it's like-
problems
like,
in that school.
No kid
nothing.
ever has to worry about bringing their own pens or pencils. We got
Right.
you.
Yeah.
We
I'm
got
not
you.
buying folders.
And I love football. But I don't know if you want to be known that. I mean, other high school teams do have it, and this goes on in the South all the time, especially in Texas. It goes on a lot. But
the stadium off of Monroe has always been really nice looking. Like
yes, and that was how old is that?
Several years old.
Yeah, and that took a lot of money. I'm just saying, are you putting that kind of money into the music program? I don't know. I
I'm not
doubt
renting
it.
a trumpet for my kid.
You
have to buy your own reeds.
They will do concerts and public events at the stadium, and
All
they
right, so
will
they can bring in some revenue, I suppose.
They will do community gatherings. They
Morgan
say.
Wallen's going to play there.
What's up, kid?
my sneakily disguised patriotism group
Yeah.
needs to meet there. It's about
Oh yeah,
it's about ancestry.
They may use it for other athletic events for the high school as well too, though nothing
Field hockey?
specific.
No, you
Maybe
can't.
soccer.
You can't. Oh, you're not going to let that. That's not even an American sport. Get that out of here. What are you kidding me? This is Buford.
Yeah, your
well, good luck.
European fancy dancy.
My thing is, I've attended high school football games, and
By yourself?
Well, yeah, all alone. No, when my
He's
son
under the
was
bleachers.
my son. When my youngest son was in like middle school, he like twice a year his band would go play at like Pope High School or something.
What a dork. Sorry, I'm just kidding.
And so I saw a couple of those games a year. I saw some when I was young, but I got to tell you, the ones that I saw were just boring. Like I've not seen competitive high school football where like there's stars on both sides. And every time I've seen a high school football game in my life, which is probably 7 times, there's been obviously one player on the field, always on offense, who's better than every other player, and the quarterback just gets the ball. If it might be the quarterback, in which case he either throws or runs and makes 10, 12, 15 yards of play, or it's the running back, and almost 90% of the plays, the quarterback turns around and hands it to the best, and he just runs all over. I have never in my life seen a competitive, there are skill players on both sides of the ball, high school football game in my life. I guess they must happen. They must
get
happen.
Open mics.
We're gonna the best game I ever saw in my life.
They were, 13 years old.
They spent $62 million, and I'm gonna get open mics like, "How dare you, Von Hessler? High school football makes men of us all."
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-601-7780. 800-601-7780. Don't wait. Call now. 800-601-7780. 800-601-7780.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
If you've ever organized your closet only to have it look like a bomb went off in there 1 month later, then it's time to call Artisan Custom Closets. Reach-in closets, walk-in closets, pantry spaces, garages. With a custom spacious closet from Artisan, you'll never have to deal with all that clutter again. All your stuff neatly organized and designed to stay that way. Call the Closet Bomb Squad, Artisan Custom Closets. They'll diffuse your clutter and make it safe to enter your closet again. ArtisanCustomClosets.com.
This This year marks the 90th anniversary of Social Security, a cornerstone of financial security in America. For 9 decades, it has kept hundreds of millions of Americans out of poverty and given families across the country peace of mind and dignity in retirement. That's why AARP will never stop fighting to protect the Social Security payments you've earned. Learn more at aarp.org/protect Social Security. That's aarp.org/protect Social Security. Paid for by AARP Georgia.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top local story, it is happening now. Heavy rain and storms pummeling parts of metro Atlanta. That's from a storm in Cobb County this afternoon. A strong storm impacting parts of southeastern Cobb and central Fulton counties at this hour. There's also heavy rain in parts of Bartow and Cherokee counties. Meteorologist Christina Edwards is tracking it all from the Storm Center.
The majority of these storms will remain below severe limits, but they'll still impact the metro Atlanta area in the form of heavy rain, as much as 2 to 3 inches of rainfall possible with these slow-moving storms, and that could lead to areas of flash flooding. In addition, frequent lightning could impact local businesses and homes. If any of that lightning were to strike a nearby tree or even the building itself, of course, we could see power outages as well as structural fires.
Temperature falling down to 76 where there's rain in the area around Midtown Atlanta. Do we see more storms tomorrow? Christina has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Bond denied today for a Carroll County high schooler accused of murdering her mother and stepfather in February.
Shackled in a neon green jumpsuit, Sarah Patrick gently smiled at supporters when she walked into court, but tears took over from then. Katie O'Keefe met Sarah after the killings of Kristen and James Brock. She testifies Sarah came to live with her.
I used to lay in the bed. She would cry and sob, and I'd watch her grieve.
But Kim Bowling is convinced her only brother and sister-in-law were brutally murdered by Patrick.
I fear for my own safety and the safety of my family and friends. The possibility that she could harm us is terrifying.
Superior Court Judge Dustin Hightower says he'll be ready for trial as soon as January. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
A convicted sex offender in Coweta County pleads guilty in a federal case of enticing a child, and his wife tried to help him cover it up.
It's something U.S. Attorney Theodore Hertzberg feels passionate about, especially as the father of 2 daughters.
Protecting children from sexual predators is enormously important, and it's something that I feel strongly about.
In one case that brought guilty pleas, defendant Christopher Welcher tried to entice a girl he thought was only 14.
Welcher told the undercover officer who was posing as a 14-year-old child that he thinks that 14 is the perfect age for having sex.
Welcher had his wife destroy his child porn. She was also charged. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
In a separate case, the feds nabbed 45-year-old William Eric Cooper of Bartow County, who was having graphic chats with a 9th grader from North Carolina. A resident and a firefighter are hurt when the roof collapses during a big apartment fire near Lawrenceville.
We had one firefighter who was injured and transported to a local hospital.
Lieutenant Jessica Joyner with the Gwinnett County Fire Department says the injuries are minor. Firefighters arrived at heavy fire involvement on the 2nd story of the Oxford Apartments off Club Lakes Parkway. A number of residents had to be rescued from the burning building. Atlanta police are investigating after a man and woman are shot this afternoon on Peachtree Street. The victims, a 43-year-old man who was shot in the arm and a 34-year-old woman who has a gunshot wound to the foot. The shooting happened at another location. The victims were able to get themselves to the hospital. As President Trump suggests he wants to end mail-in voting across the country, Georgia's Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger today says there are many layers in place already to ensure people trust the process here in Georgia.
I'm so grateful that we have photo ID. No matter how you vote, it requires photo ID. And then we also have plenty of opportunities to vote early. You have 17 days, and about 75-80% of all Georgians vote that way.
It's not clear if President Trump could end mail-in voting across the country since states control their elections. A new push to decriminalize marijuana in Metro Atlanta County.
Clayton County Police Chief Kevin Roberts presents an updated ordinance to the county commission, which would change the punishment for those caught with less than an ounce of marijuana.
We often find that our citizens are sometimes arrested for these indiscretions, and they may be younger in life. And what we don't want to do is burden them with a criminal record and jail time.
He says violators would be issued a civil citation with a fine of up to $150. It would not be a criminal charge. The change still has to be approved by the county commission. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 4:04 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, triple team traffic with Alex Williams.
What a mess on the west side where we're watching the rain. You're in the wet pavement and the rain. 285 north and southbound. We're seeing the delays associated with it between I-75 and the Truist Park region and I-20, the West Freeway. 285 westbound, the outer loop on the north side. You're slow between Dunwoody and Sandy Springs. And on the southwest side in southwest Atlanta, heads up for a crash that happened earlier where it had been raining. Truck into the woods, Highway 166 eastbound past Greenbrier Parkway. Traffic diverted there. Use Campbellton Road as an alternate. What's it look like through downtown Atlanta, Andrew Seco?
Brake lights, and more brake lights, Alex. Anywhere you're trying to go, 75, 85 north and southbound, you're jammed, leaving Lingford Parkway through the heart of downtown, all the way up past Midtown. If you're traveling through Buckhead, you're seeing the brake lights already spilling on 85 proper, all the way down towards Freedom Parkway. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Partly to mostly cloudy this evening with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms. Some of these storms may produce frequent lightning as well as heavy downpours that could lead to isolated areas of flash flooding. Drying out for tonight, lows in the low 70s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with more scattered storms, high 91.
And Storm Tracker radar showing some heavy downpours across the metro area at this hour. It is 89 in Lilburn, 78 in Powder Springs, 81 in Union City. More news at 4:30, breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Well, about 30 minutes ago, I started a conversation because I was just looking down at my email and realized I needed an intervention. And we got all off on how my wife's out of town and Autumn's trying to convince people that I'm currently in the middle of a divorce or something along those lines.
Or she's trapped somewhere in your house and you're not letting her out.
Well, nobody should look. That's a ridiculous thing, and nobody should go to my house and try to. That, of course, and nobody should be digging the backyard. There's nothing to be found.
Nobody
there.
said anything about the backyard.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you were going to think it, there's no reason to go
Interesting,
back
you
there.
did get a new hot tub, but we haven't heard much from the wife since the hot tub.
Huh.
What do you think? I Matthew Perry'd her?
The hot tub murders.
Eric, the new flower bed in your yard is lovely. Did your wife put that in? I haven't seen her.
The way you could say, yes, she's responsible for the growth.
In what way?
In a way. I'll let you decide.
No,
so the
that's
point
very
being,
mysterious.
she's up in Vermont on a farm enjoying herself. So
Milking cows.
that's the story that I'm.
She went to live on a farm.
She'll be back, but
so
she's
happy.
staying a
You
week.
opened the door, she got out.
She's staying a week longer, and she made a bunch of stuff for me to eat. And you know, the thing is, my wife goes out of town, and it's great because she makes this great stuff, but it's all casserole-y. Kind of, you know, or there's like meatloaf and some of these things are, and after a while you kind
The
of
only
get
thing
tired.
that will last.
Yeah,
you know?
you kind of get tired of eating that sort of stuff. So there still actually is stuff left in the fridge, but the last 2 days I've been calling DoorDash, and the reason I need an intervention.
Calling DoorDash.
Hello, DoorDash.
Yes, could you rush me some food?
Sure, that'll be $38.
Funny you landed on that number. Because that's what I paid for a cheeseburger and a shake today.
Ooh. No fries?
No fries. I don't like fries. Weigh me down. You know, if you order
Not
fries,
the
Not the milkshake.
Not the
well,
shake.
no, but the shake is going to taste like a shake. By the time the fries get to you, they're just not going to be fries anymore.
That's true. You need an air fryer to warm them up.
I do have that, but my wife's not here to do it for me.
I don't know how to do it.
So, but if I would have gotten fries, it would have been $46.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Of course it's not worth it. And it's one of those things where I just didn't check the price before I hit that. I hit the thing that ordered it.
Well, they make it so easy to order. It's like, look how easy. Look
and
how
it was like, well, $37.45. And I know you could probably immediately cancel, but I just didn't feel like making any. They must laugh at me. Who else out there is doing this?
Oh, plenty.
A lot of people.
I'm sure Bill Gates isn't. Rich people aren't
No,
doing
I
this.
pay a lady to cook for me.
Yeah, they have a chef.
That's true.
So they're probably paying more than $38.
I always, but after I did, there's like this rationale that goes through my mind. Well, you don't gamble, and you know, you don't go out and drink all the time. You don't really spend a bunch of money. You know, outside of the gummy overhead, we really don't have anything in terms of vices. So I'm actually doing better than most.
You're
people.
helping a driver get a tip, so that's helpful.
I don't know how long DoorDash can continue, or Uber, or any of these with these insane prices. I'm an idiot, but most people can't afford to be the idiot I was today. So there's no way that this is going to, at some point, something's got to happen. You need to be able to order DoorDash and have it, it's going to be worth, okay, it's a cheeseburger and a shake. And now I'm going to have this brought to my front door. You know what? That can cost some money, but it's got to come in at like $20. Something slightly reasonable.
For DoorDash,
that's like buying it at a ballpark, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's like ballpark money.
But you're there at the ballpark enjoying something.
Am I? I'm usually there because somebody told me I had to be there.
That too. But if you subscribe to DoorDash, you pay the monthly fee, you get a whole bunch of discounts.
Yeah, DoorDash Plus.
Yeah, that's right.
They don't call it that.
No, see,
DoorDash Now.
My son, my youngest son, DoorDash Now.
Plus.
Like, he plays that game, but I'm not really. He plays the game of coupons. Like, he figures that as soon as it costs too much money, he just cancels the app, and then they try to get him back with a bunch of specials. But I don't want to go through all of that. I just want to order something.
Well, why don't you get your hiney in a car?
Are you talking about my ass, young lady?
I'm talking about your derriere.
Okay.
Pick it up off of a couch and set it down in a car and drive somewhere and order it and pick it up.
But I was doing prep for the show. I couldn't interrupt
right.
that. I was. What do you think I do in the morning?
Well,
you think
you can
my life
pause
is
the
like yours?
prep.
You think my life is like yours, where I just like doodly till 3 o'clock and the show starts? I have to conjure up this damn show in my head.
Listen, I had blood taken today.
Ugh, you and Yamamoto bleeding all over
bleeding
the place.
everywhere.
Mine was an organized blood.
Or meaning that you talked to the blood cells and got them into little teams? What do you mean?
No, it was like they all walked in a little line out of the
Yes.
needle
Uh-huh.
into some like those tubes.
Yeah.
Jared's is just willy-nilly popping out, breaking.
Yeah, his
noses,
is a blood
throats.
splatter.
Oh, for sure. Crime scene.
Your blood was drawn.
It's drawn.
Are you keep bringing this up? Are we worried about something? Are you having a lot of headaches lately? Or?
No, it's
All right.
a really strange
Okay, I don't want to.
symptom.
I don't want to know. I don't
Well, it all
want to.
started
I don't want to know
a couple of weeks
if the word yeast comes up. I'm going to.
She's got this
dump the whole
rash.
show. I got a rash on my
mouth
pinky
feels
finger. Well, I don't like that when your mouth
you
feels
been putting
weird. I don't like that when your mouth feels
I
weird.
know, and I think my lips, the inside of my lips are swollen.
Yeah, you get that. It's like you've eaten something that didn't agree, and
It
you
feels-
have a slight reaction. I have slight reactions to things, so it gets buzzy in there, a little buzzy.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
described it as like when you eat something that isn't ripe yet, like it's too tannic, and it feels like fuzzy in your mouth.
Is that what we're checking with the blood? Because I think that my diagnosis is death.
Well, I mean, I
You
am
can't
dying.
you can't live without a mouth.
We're all dying.
Isn't that right,
So-
George? You can't live without a mouth. Yep. Especially what you do for a living. Being the co-host of the Von
Food
Hessler
tester?
Doctor.
Yeah.
You just make nose squeaks.
Is that what she's gonna do? R2D2's gonna beat some missiles?
Hey, can I do what? What's his?
Chandler?
Our Washington correspondent.
Yeah.
did.
Well, he hasn't been our Washington correspondent in like
I know,
5 years.
But I'm saying I could have that. Could I borrow that program?
Well, the technology is like a decade old, but I'm sure. Do we have it in a back room somewhere? We can
I
just
think so.
Does it do voices?
ship it to Autumn.
I think we can.
Delayed,
Yeah.
delayed improv.
Hey, that's the best kind of improv.
I know.
Because the
Remember that thing we talked about
Yeah.
a couple minutes ago? I've got something about
the
that.
actors take their time with it.
Sure.
Yes, George?
Tim can make an AI version of Autumn.
Yeah, I already have that.
There you go.
Yeah, we don't need you, apparently.
Oh, okay.
So what we come down to
I'll
is
head out.
however the blood goes, find yourself another radio job.
Blood. My favorite color is blood.
Would Bert hire her?
Probably. She's too old.
Yeah.
Really? I don't know.
Nah, he's got it. He
I
always
thought they were like
refreshes
middle-aged housewives. And
Maybe
stuff.
now, but it used to be when they got to 40. Time for a new one.
All right, get out of here. Need a young party correspondent.
Only I can get old.
As I age, that's what happens. Is these hosts age, and then they keep surrounding themselves with young people who can go to the clubs and do radio stunts. Anybody do radio stunts anymore?
They
No,
probably
it's
do.
all stuff for TikTok, you know?
That's
No, they
right.
do
It's
stunts.
taken over. TikTok is taken over. You can't top TikTok, though. That's the thing as far as stunts. I mean, people are taking their lives into their hands on TikTok. Radio show's not going to do that.
That's true.
Although radio has killed a couple people with their stunts.
Yeah.
Over time.
So he'd pee for the wee. What is it? The,
Well,
hold your pee for a wee.
Yeah. Yeah.
She
yeah.
she drowned. She like dry drowned.
Yeah, she's like she sat there. She wanted a wee. I mean, let's look at both sides here. A lot of people say that she should have gone to the bathroom. But I don't think that you recognize how much she wanted a Wii. I think she had a child who wanted to have one for Christmas. And what you say is bad. I say it's a good mom who's trying, everything.
Has your mom tried to die for your presents? No.
Yeah, to
Okay.
provide for the kids.
We did a thing, a first radio job that I had in the late 80s, and it was for a diamond ring. And like 8 people had to sit on this huge block of ice. And the first one who got up, or the last one who got up, last one sitting, I guess, on this block of ice would get the diamond ring. And I remember even then, I was very new to radio, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fantastic job. And I thought, is everybody in the listening audience this stupid? It's just really not worth it that's not good for your buttocks. No. And, it's important to have happy buttocks.
Yeah.
In life. I find
mine are happy butt.
Happy butt is a happy person, I think. Happy butt, happy gut, happy person.
I've heard that before.
Oh, yeah, it rolls off the tongue.
Everything else I want to rhyme with it is too dirty for me.
What you could do, I wanted to say to these people, is what you could do is save your money to buy a diamond ring.
Yeah, but I could sit on a block of ice for 6 hours.
Can you?
No, but I'm going to try.
Do you remember how long someone lasted?
I don't. It was literally 1989 or something. Yeah. I don't remember. Let's bring in Alex Williams because, now's the time to bring him in. That's why, and we like him. So if you're against it, then register your complaints with the program director. Hello, Alex Williams. Alex says I-20 is no fun into and out of downtown.
Hey, good afternoon, Eric. Yeah, the rain is making a mess of the ride. I-20 both east and westbound through West Atlanta into and out of downtown. Same thing in East Atlanta on I-20 east and west between the connector and Moreland Avenue. And now on the southeast leg of the perimeter, Hero holding the left lane for a stall in the left lane. 285 southbound, the inner loop just below I-20 exit number 46. Still got that crash cleanup shutting down Highway 166, Langford Parkway eastbound and southwest Atlanta. Traffic just east of 285 forced on a Greenbrier Parkway. You can use Campbellton Road as an alternate. Rain not doing any favors to the ride to the northern suburbs, Andrew Seco.
Not at all, Alex. We got a left and a right shoulder blocked here. 75 northbound approaching Jolico Road, exit 222. Brake lights from earlier. Trouble in this spot, mixing you all the way back into Locust Grove and in and out of Forest Park. 75 north and southbound, on and off that pedal, leaving 285 down towards Terra Boulevard. This report sponsored by WireFi.com. Does private student loan debt ruining your life? It doesn't have to. Just go to WireFi.com. That's WireFi.com and get your life back. From the Cool Lake Area Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
More local news.
Atlanta's airport's bracing for record-breaking crowds. Apparent murder in the Grant Park area.
More traffic.
A crash in the Cobb Cloverleaf.
One crash on I-20 westbound.
You're on and off the brakes beginning at University.
More weather.
Looking at rotation that is near the city of Brooks. Thunderstorm is capable of producing a quick spin-up tornado.
Atlanta's Morning News.
Governor Kemp reacting to that tariff pause.
Tomorrow morning at 5.
Wake up with 95.5 WSB. How Atlanta starts its day.
If critters are creeping in your attic, better call Breda to kick those critters out. With the Breda Wildlife Guarantee, if they return, you're covered at no additional cost.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
You should never need financing for a simple garage door repair, but it's happening here. Out-of-town companies have invaded Atlanta for a cash grab, charging outrageous prices. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage, Entry Doors, and Windows. Stay local and stay on budget for every opening of your home. All Four Seasons, trusted in Atlanta for over 25 years, exceptional customer service, and fair, honest pricing. When trust matters, trust us. All the number 4 Seasons Garages.
Avoid the stress of listing your home on the market and sell your home fast for all cash with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. I've served homeowners like you for nearly 30 years and have helped over 67,000 satisfied clients. And I know what matters most, a quick sale and maximum profit. Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. and close with confidence. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Dave Baker for Beaver Toyota of Cumming. Looking for a new truck and looking for a great deal? Simply go to beavertoyotacumming.com/Dave's Deals and save money on a new Toyota Tundra. The Toyota Tundra from Beaver Toyota of Cumming is the official truck of the Home Fix-It Show.
Men, trouble in the bedroom?
Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
You know, I've had listeners, coworkers, friends come up and ask me, hey, Aram, what makes Advanced Hair Restoration different? Well, allow me to share, along with some details on, get this, their once-a-year summer savings event. First off, Advanced Hair stands by the results, and their before and afters are second to none. With Advanced Hair, your own natural hair guaranteed to grow. Secondly, Advanced Hair combines top-rated physicians with modern technology, creating a concierge-quality experience that's hard to find elsewhere. Finally, Advanced Hair's Advanced FUE begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. Quick, simple, and easy. Now, if you have a flexible schedule this summer and you've been waiting for the savings special opportunity, it's here, friends. Advanced Hair Summer Savings Event will get you the most hair for your dollar. It's their best offer ever. For details and to schedule your free consultation, call 770-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. Your new hair guaranteed to grow. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Whether it's a slip that ends in a slip disc, a trick knee that's holding you back, or shoulder pain hurting your game, you can count on Northside Hospital Orthopedics. With leading care in Georgia at convenient locations all across the state, we're here to get you back on your feet, no matter what comes your way. Because Georgia moves us, and we keep Georgia moving. Find a provider near you at northside.com/ortho. That's northside.com/ORTHO.
Well, Autumn, we've been tweaking the AI Autumn in case we don't have you for some reason. And I have to say, are you there, Autumn? Can I hear you? No.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So I gotta say, it sounds like Autumn a little bit. There are some differences.
Yeah, I voted for Trump, and if he runs in 2028, I'll vote for him again. You have a problem with that?
Little different.
Problem with that?
It was a little low at first. Play it again. I just
I voted for Trump, and if he runs in 2028, I'll vote for him again. You have a problem with that?
So it sounds like Autumn. It's just a little bit of a tweak. Maybe it's future Autumn. I don't know. We got a couple more examples of AI Autumn.
I'm so lucky I met Eric Von Hessler. I mean, where would I be today without him?
Yes, that was like...
I sound real low energy.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is AI.
Yeah. It's interesting.
And I think we have one more.
Jared's so sexy. Why won't he sleep with me? I guess it's because I'm over 40.
Yeah.
I guess because I'm over 40.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
We're still tweaking it. We're still, you know what I mean? You know what? Get it. You know what you have to feed into that large language model. See if you can find anything by Karl Marx. Or just let's get some socialism in there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's get some anti-capital. What do you got? Some Ralph Nader books or something? Throw those in there, and we'll get more of a
Eric Engels.
Great anti-capitalist quotes.
Look at that. She knew the other writer of the Communist
Engel?
Manifesto. Poor guy. He gets nothing.
He gets no credit.
Marx gets all the hoopla.
Was it Eric or was it Friedrich? I thought it was Friedrich.
It was Friedrich.
Oh, maybe it's Friedrich.
All right, but you got the last name. I'm going to give you that. I think on
Thank
Jeopardy, no, you wouldn't have gotten it because
I
you were
would not.
dumb enough to say both. But if you just would have said Engels, you would have gotten it.
Dang it.
That's why you
strategy.
are not a Jeopardy champion.
so lucky
and
I
you
met
never will be.
Oh, come on. I'm so lucky I met Eric Von Hessler. I mean, where would I be today without him?
That's where we can all agree. AI Autumn Fisher.
AI Autumn is holding her nose. That's what I've noticed about that. She's holding.
Is she bleeding too?
Must be. You got to hear that a little bit.
I'm so lucky I met Eric Von Hessler. I mean, where would I be today without him?
I mean, where would I be without him?
Where would I be without him?
I don't know. Oh my God.
I mean,
Autumn Kardashian.
I mean, where would I be without him? Jared Yamamoto's so sexy.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. I was watching that CNN show, JFK Jr., American Prince. That started last week on Saturday, I guess. And I looked to see, like, it's a series. Like, oh, my goodness, how many can they have?
Well, they just wrapped up the Live Aid series.
Right.
Now they have this one in.
Yeah, so it's 3 parts. What do they have? I mean, this guy was not interesting. I lived through the age. I lived through the era. I'm a contemporary. I think he'd be probably just a few years older than me, right, if he had lived. So I lived through this. I mean, well, he's a few years older than me. His dad was killed in 1963. He was like 4 years old. I was born in 1964. So he's like 5 years older than me. And I almost want to watch this now to see how much filler. I'm telling you, this guy had very little offer. He was not an intellectual. He was devastatingly handsome. And that's really it. As I asked before when I was talking about this series, somebody please find one quote from JFK Jr. that has stood the test of time. One thing he ever uttered that made it into an edition of notable quotables.
Look out.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Don't do
Sorry. I was telling someone to look out.
There we go. That's all right. That didn't make the air. Sorry. Yeah, we're not that show. It's okay.
Sometimes,
sometimes. But
Sorry.
I mean, you can go find the guys who'll say anything on YouTube, and
Yeah, I'm the one that tells the babies.
Look,
ugly.
it's Autumn Andrew Schultz over here. She's gonna lay it down. Autumn Loomer. She's gonna find out who's loyal to Eric Von Hessler. If you're not, you're out. I want to start doing that. I want to start doing that. I need a Laura Loomer. Who wants to be my Laura Loomer? Shelly, will you be my Laura Loomer?
George, call her up, man. Call Laura up.
Oh, yeah, you got her number. I want somebody to find out who is loyal and who is disloyal to Eric Von Hessler. And if you're disloyal, I'll be watching your ass as you walk out the door. Alex Williams says it's raining in downtown, and I would guess because he's not a weatherman, this is affecting the traffic somehow.
Oh, you know it. It rains here, and that is a negative impact for sure, Eric. You're watching at least 40 minutes for that trip time. 400 southbound starting at Lenox Road, getting down to I-20, 75 north and south slow through northwest Atlanta. And the ride continues slow on the connector south past I-20 down to Highway 166 with northbound delays starting from there all the way up into Midtown. Traffic lights flashing red. Peachtree Road at Brighton Road, that's right in front of Piedmont Hospital, and that has ruined Peachtree in both directions between Midtown and Buckhead. Checking the ride around 285, it's Andrew Stico.
Still seeing some of those delays as you circle the city. Rain impacting it really hard right now. 285 East, the inner loop slow from Beaufort Highway down towards Glenwood Road, exit 44 northbound. That exit is blocked from the outer loop with a stalled vehicle towing it off to the shoulder as we speak. And leaving Sandy Springs, 285 West, the outer loop packing in from 400, passing the King and Queen building on your way down towards Langford Parkway. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage on any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
You know you want a luxurious deck, but you're feeling overwhelmed with so many options. It's enough to make your head spin. Hi, I'm Scott Nelson, owner of Nelson Exteriors. Maybe you know exactly what your dream deck looks like. We can build that. If not, we offer design help and expert guidance to create a beautiful, high-quality deck that you'll enjoy every day. Decks done differently, decks done right, with exceptional customer service at a reasonable price. Get your free estimate, Google Nelson Exteriors.
Hi, I'm Trisha, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company, where we're all about you, your style, your budget, your dream engagement ring. Are you looking for a style that's classic, modern, vintage, or something in between? Not sure? At Shane Company, we're here to help. We have so much style under one roof because a friend knows you like options. Drop by or visit us at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Summer was fun, but now it's time to reset and refresh your home for fall with Zerorez carpet and air duct cleaning. Right now, get 3 rooms of carpet clean for just $139. And we'll throw in a free hallway cleaning. Just mention WSB Radio. That's a whole lot of clean for a great price. Book your appointment today at ZerorezAtlanta.com and mention WSB Radio. That's ZerorezAtlanta.com. Zero Res, it's the right way to clean.
Attention men, does ED and PE have you down? Well, great news. Choice Men's Health has the latest breakthrough treatments that can get you up and running. Meet the specialist who is dedicated to helping you perform better than ever in the bedroom.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Our custom treatment plans have a 98% success rate at improving ED and PE on your very first visit, even if Viagra and Cialis have failed. Regardless of your age and medical history, we are here and dedicated to help you regain your love life.
Don't wait. Call Choice Men's Health now. We are so confident we can help. For a limited time, we're offering to cover your first treatment for free. Call 404-400-1170. Call now to claim your free treatment. 404-400-1170. Results guaranteed on your first visit or it's free. 404-400-1170. Choice Men's Health, the only choice for your health.
If you're seeing cracks in the walls upstairs, downstairs, or outside, maybe even a door not closing, call the Foundation Repair Specialist. Hi, it's Mark Beckham here with Atlanta Ramjack, and we are your leading foundation repair experts. Set up your free estimate right now at atlantaramjack.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
Weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk. At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio, news sponsored by QC Kinetics. Our top local story, it's happening now. A stormy afternoon in metro Atlanta. Meteorologist Christina Edwards is tracking it from the Storm Center.
Much as 2 to 3 inches of rainfall possible with these slow-moving storms, and that could lead to areas of flash flooding.
And there's frequent lightning with these storms. Right now, we're watching it on Storm Tracker radar. Heavy rain extending from southern Cherokee County into Kennesaw and Roswell, Sandy Springs. The Atlanta area now getting it right in the heart of Atlanta. East Point, Riverdale, College Park. Also some heavy rain now in Paulding and parts of Bartow County. And stay with us. Meteorologist Christina Edwards will tell us if this rain is going to stick around through the night and into tomorrow when she has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. A new program in Fulton County helps older residents with safety online.
The Avoid Cyber Threats Cybersecurity Program, or ACT, is a free self-paced training program created for Fulton County residents aged 55 and older. It's designed to help seniors recognize and defend themselves against the rising danger of online scams. Ladisa Onalagu says the program goes over many things.
Phishing, malware, social media scams, AI, and grandparent scams.
The Fulton County program is accessible through the Fulton County government website. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
Bond is denied today for a teenager accused of killing her mother and stepfather earlier this year in Carroll County. 17-year-old Sarah Grace Patrick is charged in the February murders of Kristen and James Brock. Patrick was arrested last month after she was named the suspect in the case. Carroll County Superior Court Judge Dustin Hightower says Patrick's trial could come in early January. A firefighter and a resident have minor injuries after a roof collapses during an apartment fire in Lawrenceville.
Upon arrival, firefighters arrived at approximately 8:58 a.m. to heavy fire involvement on the second story of the apartment complex.
Lieutenant Jessica Joyner with Gwinnett County's Fire Department says firefighters had to rescue several people. A building at the Oxford Apartments off Club Lakes Parkway is destroyed. Several people are nabbed in the latest child sex sting operation in metro Atlanta.
All deputies made 7 arrests during the operation, but Derek Booth with the sheriff's office says it was more than child sex predators they took down.
Those kind of range from pandering to prostitution, electronic exploitation of a minor, grooming a child for indecent purposes, and then a couple of drug charges.
Booth says Operation Lights Out took months to plan, but only 2 days to carry out. He says many child sex predators use gaming platforms and peer-to-peer file-sharing sites to find young victims. Steve Summers, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia Senator Raphael Warnock visits a local chocolate factory today to discuss the impact of President Trump's tariffs.
Co-owner of Chocolatl Chocolate, Matt Wand, says because of the product they make, they are extra vulnerable to tariffs.
And this is not something we can buy domestically. It just doesn't exist. Right.
He tells U.S. Senator Raphael Warnock during a visit to the company's facility they've had to increase prices on wholesale items due to tariffs. They've also tried to buy things ahead to be prepared. Senator Warnock says
these tariffs are not helping, they're hurting.
Vice President J.D. Vance will visit Atlanta on Thursday to talk about the economy. In Atlanta, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Some frozen shrimp sold at Walmart test positive for a radioactive element Element. The USDA says the shrimp should be thrown out. The Great Value brand shrimp from Indonesia came into the U.S. at a number of ports, including Savannah. A much easier way to get through airport security. Clear Plus members in Atlanta are the first to use biometric e-gates.
Hartsfield-Jackson is the first airport in the nation to take the service live, allowing members at the lower north checkpoint to scan their boarding pass, verify their identity with facial recognition, and move straight to bag screening. Passengers bypass the usual process of showing an ID to a TSA officer. The service will soon be rolled out in additional locations with a focus on World Cup host cities. Clear says the process should be faster, safer, and smoother, with face scans taking less than 2 seconds. The Clear Plus Trusted Traveler membership costs $209 annually. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 4:34, time for live team coverage of traffic and weather, and Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Watching a mess as a result of the rain on the northwest side of town on 75 and 575, with 75 both north and southbound feeling the pinch with the brake lights glowing in spots. 75 north and south, really anywhere between Ackworth and Marietta. 575 northbound, the rain slowing you down as well as you leave Bear Parkway up past Highway 92 in Woodstock, improving once you get up into Holly Springs. What's the story on Georgia 400, Andrew Seco?
A little bit of brake lights anywhere you're trying to go, Alex. North and southbound, you'll be on and off that pedal, leaving 285 up towards Holcomb Bridge Road. Southbound, we're seeing it stripe in, leaving Alpharetta. Brake lights catching you at Windward Parkway, exit 11. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly to mostly cloudy this evening with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms, some of which are very slow moving. So as much as 2 to 3 inches of rainfall possible tonight. That could lead to some isolated areas of flash flooding. Tomorrow morning lows in the low 70s. Tomorrow afternoon starting off partly cloudy with more pop-up storms, high 91.
As we watch Storm Tracker radar, it is pouring in some parts of metro Atlanta right now. Rain now extending from North Gwinnett into North Fulton, into DeKalb County, Paulding County getting in on the action, Clayton County getting some heavy rain, in Fayette County as well, into Henry County. So this rain pretty much all across the metro area this afternoon. It is now 72 in Mableton, 85 in Tucker, and 81 in Jonesboro. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Our research shows the number one fear for retirees: uncontrollable economic and market swings. And after the last 5 years, that's totally understandable. But here's the good news. Happy retirees are twice as likely versus unhappy to have a financial plan. A plan can calm those worries. My team at Capital Investment Advisors would love to help your family build a plan you can feel confident about. Just pick a time that works for you at yourwealth.com. That's yourwealth.com.
Steel Horse Law has mastered riding our Georgia roads and the twists and turns of Georgia law.
We're in the dog days of summer, and I have news to help you stay cool. Ashley Frasca here to share that Ragsdale is extending their biggest specials of the summer off a brand new Carrier home comfort system that comes with Ragsdale's trusted 15-year parts and labor warranty. Ragsdale has HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and insulation all under one roof. So whether it's for a leaky faucet or blown-in insulation, Ragsdale takes care of my home, and they will yours too. For great, friendly service, visit RagsdaleAir.com or give them a call. Ragsdale, the name I know you can trust.
You know how many times people call me to fix their garage door so they can sell their house? For years, they put up with the squeaking and the jamming, or they don't even use it because they lost the remote. Then when it comes time to sell, they fix it up nice for the next guy. For the exact same money, you can fix it up now and enjoy it yourself while you still live there. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. An expert repair, replacement remote, or garage door tune-up will give you years of trouble-free service. Works great for you, works great for the next guy when you decide to sell. Because you deserve to live in a house as nice as the real estate ad you're going to write about it. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and maybe enjoy your garage door so much you decide not to move. Think of the money that'll save.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Y'all, there's a way for you to beat tariffs and still get that new kitchen you want. You Google Frugal Kitchens. Right now, you book an appointment with Frugal Kitchens. They're going to give you the Frugal Price Lock, where you're going to be able to get your kitchen remodeled with Frugal Kitchens for a great price with $1 million look, and you'll lock in pre-tariff pricing. Google Frugal Kitchens today, book your appointment this month, and you'll save big and increase the value of your home with that kitchen you've been wanting. Google Frugal Kitchens today.
I was looking up at the monitor there a minute ago on CNN, and I have to tell you that, man, gravity has not been kind to Leon Panetta's face.
I saw
that. And that was a mean thing to say, which reminds me, by the way, Autumn, Shelley heard your joke about JFK Jr. on the stream, and he said it's the funniest damn thing he's heard today. So.
Yay! I win!
Yes, you win. All we're doing here every day is just trying to impress the hell out of Shelley Winter.
That's right.
Today, although there's still a couple hours left.
I still have time to disappoint him.
Or I can top you. Or Jared. It won't be Jared. Tim might top you. Who knows? George might.
I found it to be rather offensive.
I imagine you would.
I'm sure.
For heaven's sakes.
I hope you get that.
Too soon. That's what I say.
Tick
Too
disease.
soon.
Too soon.
I wanted to get the tick thing where you can't eat meat anymore.
Are you wishing that upon
I don't
Autumn?
think that's a joking matter. That tick thing's real.
Oh, it is?
Oh, hey, look.
Oh, wow. Tim.
Wow.
Tim.
Well, we
That
are
wasn't
now,
funny enough.
We are now monitoring ourselves.
Hey, dump it, George.
What's the tick thing going on?
It's genetically modified ticks designed to keep people from eating meat.
Is that what it is?
Yes, it was done
Are they
on
pumped full of the
purpose.
red dye?
It's something that what's it called? It's like Asperg or something.
I forget now.
But
Okay, what's up? So there's a tick, and now it's biting people,
And
and
you
now
can't
they're
eat red
getting
meat.
more than Lyme disease now. You're getting
It makes you allergic to red meat.
Really? Well,
Yes.
that might be the best thing that happens to you in your life.
Alpha-gal syndrome is what it's called.
Alpha-gal. That's what Autumn is.
That's
An
me.
alpha-gal.
Hey, guys, listen up.
We're
not eating meat.
Stop eating meat.
I got bitten by a tick. I lived. I don't eat meat.
Oh, I
It's
thought-
all good.
I thought
Because
Alpha-gal
I
was.
prevailed.
I thought that was a sorority. Alpha-gal.
Alpha-gal. What is going on?
It's
By
not,
the way,
because I don't know anything about sorority.
I'm reading stories about Rush Talk.
Oh, I know. It's the same thing they've been doing for the past 3 years.
Oh, yes.
What is Rush Talk? Rush
Talk.
Oh, so right now,
Am I
fraternities and
wrong?
sororities.
If you choose not to decide.
You still have made a choice. I don't understand people who leave home for the first time and want nothing more than to join some society where they're going to be judged. I like the idea of walking out the door, getting away from the home, and hey, let me taste a little bit of freedom for a couple of years.
You can make friends.
So I've seen a couple of these things, and they're all just. And I may be wrong. These are really pretty dumb women. That's what I think.
Oh my gosh!
And I don't mean pretty dumb. I mean both those things, pretty and dumb. Listen, I'm telling you that I know that is a knee-jerk reaction, and I'm sure I'm wrong. But I tend to look down on fraternities and sororities and human beings who really feel that they need to. I'm not a big fan of the fraternity, sorority nonsense.
Tim,
and
you were in a fraternity.
Yeah, Phi Kappa Theta.
yeah, well, that was like they did nothing but
was the
destroy
dorks.
towns.
We drank and
Yeah.
destroyed our apartment.
Yeah.
That's what we did.
I have a buddy who's still my very good friend back then. I was like, why ain't John? He was like doing that thing for a week. I got to be seen chewing gum at all times, all that kind of nonsense.
Yeah, Rush.
And I'm like, what do you? He said, listen, you don't understand. Once you have a frat brother, that's somebody you can depend on for the rest of your life. Yeah, well, now we're in our 60s, and nobody, like, he really thought that he would be like 65 years old, or if he had a flat tire at 3 a.m., he could call somebody from the frat. Like, hey,
I'll call Derek.
Yeah.
I could go to the Phi Cap house over at Georgia Tech and crash if I wanted to.
Well, that's fantastic. I'm glad.
Who's this 60-year-old guy?
So I'm not very friendly. I just don't understand why people don't. I mean, I left home when I was 15. So I have a completely different view of the world. I wanted to get out there and see what the big people were doing, you know. So
You wanted independence.
Right. Why you wouldn't crave independence when you're leaving your home for the first
I think
time?
a lot of kids, when they go to college, they're nervous about making new friends. And if there is one good thing about
all of these women are so good looking, they're going to make friends.
they're going to make
That's
friends.
the only reason why they're a part of that Kappa whatever.
And you know what happened?
Really good looking.
And this is
They're
what
not
I feel.
gonna accept the
This is-
uggos. That's
I
for
know.
a different.
I bet you they
want a
accept one.
joy.
No, they accept one. One of the. This is what they're. I'm reading through this, you know, because they want to live on and be known as. Oh no, we're not about that. No,
We're
only-
inclusive, yeah.
We're only 99% about looks. And then they'll let they'll let one girl in who maybe has struggles with the weight from time.
She could be the anchor during the tug of war.
Yeah, you need
during
that.
the Greek games.
It's all so phony baloney.
A lot of scabs.
If you're part of Rush Talk, and you're really, really pretty, and you're just like, hey, no, you know what? It's only for pretty girls only. Stop lying to me with your corporate nonsense. Well, we let 2 fatties in last year. Okay, that doesn't change the fact. It doesn't change the fact.
Delta Zeta, baby.
I don't know. I just whenever I see
Kappa-moo.
whenever I see these things, I just automatically just assume, oh, there's somebody going to college to meet a husband. That's all I think.
it is frustrating because you
and
see,
also they're really hot.
They put so much effort into these choreographed videos and like with dance routines in the front, and it's like if you just put all that energy to making a unique video to recruit girls to your sorority, or in the fraternity game, they do the same thing too. It was always, I remember going through Rush.
They don't
and
do
like,
dances.
And, well, they do dances, but it was always the same thing. Like our fraternity, Jared, if you join our fraternity, like we get all the girls, we got all the booze, there are all the good reasons. And oh, by the way, Elvis Presley was one of our brothers too. So it's like
academic
stuff
never comes up.
Yeah, no, that's
I don't think Elvis Presley got out of the 4th grade. So.
No, apparently he was a teak.
What?
Apparently he was.
He went to college?
Apparently he was a
Elvis
teak.
Presley went to college?
Apparently he was a teak.
Get out of here! They told you that Elvis Presley was a member
at
of
least in one of the fraternities, because I remember going through
I
the
don't
process.
believe he went to. Wasn't
Look it up.
He was an honorary member of Tau Kappa Epsilon.
Honorary. Could see Elvis at his college classes.
I gotta go to college.
Stats 101.
A squared plus B squared equals C
Food fight in the cafeteria.
But they would all do the same thing. My point is, like, they
Tap
would
a
point.
keg every day.
Let me just say this: I've seen a few of these Rush Talk videos, and they're
just
pretty
like
good.
watching the Rush
well,
Talk
I'll tell you, I've been watching.
I just need to do a little bit more research on this Rush Talk.
I've been spending a lot more time with that Minnesota Vikings cheerleader video. I know, there's something about that video that just keeps bringing me back. It's becoming like a thing. I told you it was become a thing. I saw they had one of the cheerleaders on CNN.
Well, that one was from the Rams.
Is that a joke?
No.
Okay.
No. I saw him wearing.
I just had to find out. Yeah,
he was good. I saw him cheering.
Yeah, it didn't look like one of my favorites from the Vikings. Listen,
one of them's name is Blaze.
They got people on.
Yeah, Born Blaze.
A lot of people, this is like got to be a thing, and they're clapping back against MAGA, and that's like it's so idiotic. Who cares? Who cares? Every time I see these things, it's like you can't get anyone even slightly interested in the fact that for the last 40 years, our politicians have put us $37 trillion in debt, but you can get them going for hours about the male cheerleader. Who cares? But I got to say, the Vikings invited this because the video that I have seen a few times. I mean, they lead with the guy. I mean, he's right. He's
can't miss him.
He's right. He's the top. He's the top cheerleader. So they're in a way they're courting this. I guess the Vikings want this. It's so stupid that we're arguing about who's a cheerleader.
Rumor is the preseason ratings aren't good enough, so that's why they put this story out there. It's Roger Goodell behind it.
Oh, is that what it is? Not enough people are watching the NFL? You know, I was thinking about today. Remember that Tim Walz, was that his name? The guy who ran
Governor,
He ran as the VP.
That's right.
Nominee. Remember after it was over, he said, well, the reason they got me is because I speak code. I speak NFL. And I was thinking, there is nothing in this country that is even nearly as popular as the NFL. The NFL has popularity that Taylor Swift doesn't have it. It goes across classes, races, everything. And maybe this is the Democrats' problem. The fact that they feel that they're so disconnected from reality, they feel they have to find somebody who speaks the code of NFL when it's the most popular thing in America. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 285 in DeKalb.
Yeah, car right into the back of a tractor trailer. This is blocking the 285 northbound exit ramp to Glenwood Road, exit 44. That ramp completely shut down. Slow in the ride back toward Flat Shoals. Just stay north of there, and you can use Covington Highway as an alternate. 285 east and southbound is not fun at all, starting at Georgia 400, making your way into Doraville, southbound into Tucker and Clarkston. No relief till you get down to around Memorial Drive. Checking the west side of the perimeter with the help of Andrew Seco.
Still looking at the brake lights either direction. 285 north and southbound, packed in from 75 down towards I-20 southbound, seeing some northbound delays leaving the airport, and we're still looking at a locked up Langford Parkway right there before you get towards Dodson, getting that big rig out of the trees right here. In the meantime, you want to avoid the area, take Cascade Road. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
When the news matters to you.
The FAA says the flight crew was reporting possible smoke in the flight deck.
95.5 WSB has you covered.
Beef prices are going up.
Your 24/7 news source.
They had no ties to a gang, but they were killed by
when
them.
you need the story, all you need to do is listen. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's breaking news station.
Ashley Frasca, host of Green and Growing for Atlanta's premium sod supplier, NG Turf. Get farm fresh, high-quality sod, including Zeon, Zoysia, and Tiff Tough Bermuda, delivered direct from NG Turf, your premium sod provider. ngturf.com.
Nobody wants to think about their septic system. Hi, I'm Shannon. I started Scorpion Septic so you don't have to. My licensed, insured, experienced team responds 24/7 with fast, on-time service, upfront pricing, and high-quality work.
Take the sting out of septic service with Scorpion Septic, where there is never a pump-out charge with your repair. Call for more information. ScorpionSepticServices.com.
ScorpionSepticServices.com.
Hey, here's a shout out to my hard-working people on the outdoor job sites, construction, landscaping, and of course road work. Hey, it's Smilin' Mark McKay for John Foy & Associates, the Strong Arm. If your hard job has been hard on you and you get injured, call in the Strong Arm. John Foy has a team of experienced attorneys with a winning track record who specialize only in fighting for injured workers. Get your free case evaluation with zero upfront costs. JohnFoy.com.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-601-7780. 800-601-7780. Don't wait. Call now. 800-601-7780. 800-601-7780.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
Hey, y'all, it's Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care. As many of you know, I lost both my parents recently, but I'm so thankful they were able to finish their lives at home where they wanted to be. And Four Seasons Home Care was so helpful to my family throughout the process. I get emails from listeners all the time and why I trusted Four Seasons Home Care. They tell me I don't want just anyone to care for my parents. Well, of course you don't. So here's why I work with Four Seasons Home Care. This is a real family-owned company. They vet and hire every single one of their caregiving specialists, and they don't farm out the care to contractors, and they're not some national corporation. So here's my advice, folks. Call Four Seasons Home Care and just start the conversation. Do your homework. This is a huge decision. It's a 100% free call that can change everything. Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta. That's Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
More bad news about the young adults.
Oh boy, what happened?
What happened?
This time.
Okay. I don't know.
I love you too.
I don't know if this is a what happened. It's more of trend lines. So that's a CBS News story. And apparently they got a working paper. You know what that is, a working paper? It's a working paper from the U.S. Census Bureau. I think I know what a working paper is. and that is it's a paper that's been written up, but they're still showing it around. They're workshopping to see if they can tweak the paper. But in this working paper from the U.S. Census Bureau, they're basically finding that young people today, fewer young people are meeting 4 milestones typically associated with adulthood.
Hashtag adulting.
Hashtag adulting. And that might be a problem. So in 1975, according to the working paper, very important, they always put working paper. It's a paper that is apparently singing for its supper. The paper is called Changes in Milestones of Adulthood. So back
that sounded like a Jimmy Buffett song at first. Changes
in milestones and latitudes and attitudes. And you got any jokes there, Autumn? Oh, didn't think so. So in 1975, almost half of all young adults, I believe mathematically that would be nearly 50%, have these 4 milestones they have hit associated with adulthood. Moving out of parents' home, number 1. Getting a job, number 2. Getting married, number 3. And having a child, number 4. 5 decades on, that progression has changed dramatically. The share of young adults that have followed the traditional pathway to adulthood has dropped to less than a quarter of the number in 1975, according to this.
You could afford a house back in 1975.
First of all, let's remember it's a working paper.
True. I'm just saying that you could do all that. You could actually.
That's what I was going to get to. There's a couple of reasons here. One, and they kind of go together. Now, I don't know, but to a certain degree, maybe you got a bunch of people want to play video games all day. I suppose that's a possibility. Is that my phone? Whose phone is that?
That's the music.
Oh, it sounded like a phone.
Hello?
It sounded like somebody's cell phone.
Is it DoorDash calling?
So with the way the things are now, okay, maybe there's a lot of video game playing, whatever, but mindlessness going on. But also, the way the oligarchs have reshaped this country, they can't afford a house. Everything costs too much. You have to have million amounts. They'd have to have 3 jobs to be able to pull off what somebody in 1975 was doing. And because of that, and I'm not getting excuses. If you're in this age group, you got to figure it out. This is your time. This is when you're alive. You'll never be young again. You can't sit on the sidelines. But I can understand, what's going on. And I think if you're young now, you look up, you realize this isn't capitalism. This is rigged. This is rigged. I'm going to bust my ass and bust my ass and bust my ass. And these people at the top are going to work it out so that I have to subscribe to everything. And I'm never really in a position to own anything. So
instead, I'll just sit here and play video games.
Play video games, right.
Yeah.
One leads to the other. But I do want to say, if you're listening, life is not long. It seems like it's going to be when you're in your 20s. You cannot sit on the sidelines and wait for things to happen. Get out there, get moving, figure it out. But I don't blame young people who look up and realize, I'm just going to bust my ass and, Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg are going to get richer and richer. I'm going to have to get a 3rd job. Alex Williams says it's a brake light battle through downtown.
Not the place to be this afternoon. 75 southbound packs in northwest Atlanta at Moores Mill. 400 southbound from right around Lenox Road. Both respectively going to take you about 40 minutes to travel from both those points down to I-20. 75, 85 southbound continues slow south of I-20 down to Highway 166 Langford Parkway. Northbound packed in before University Avenue. Not going to find much relief till you're up to 17th Street in Midtown. I-20 hasn't been a picnic either, Andrew Seco.
Rain has really done something to the expressway here, Alex. East and westbound, mostly inside the perimeter. We are jammed from 285, getting through the downtown connector on your way down towards Candler Road. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
You deserve a friendly home services technician that actually knows their stuff. Chris Chandler here. TE certified electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling only sends polite technicians that pass the rigorous TE certification program. They're licensed, insured, friendly, and always fix it right. TE certified knows great service starts with a job well done and ends with a smile.
TE certified, we love your home.
You don't want to play games when it comes to your roof. That's why you should call Finley Roofing, the experts who believe manners matter and who will treat your home like their own. So you'll be sure you get your roof done right. Learn more at FinleyRoofing.com.
If you had an encounter with the police and feel like you've been treated unfairly, George Stein, the DUI lawyer, can help. George will guide you through the legal system and work to get your charges dismissed. DUI? Hire the attorney that other attorneys hire. GeorgeStein.com.
You know how many times people call me to fix their garage door so they could sell their house? For years, they put up with the squeaking and the jamming, or they don't even use it because they lost the remote. Then when it comes time to sell, they fix it up nice for the next guy. For the exact same money, you can fix it up now and enjoy it yourself while you still live there. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. An expert repair, replacement remote, or garage door tune-up will give you years of trouble-free service. Works great for you, works great for the next guy when you decide to sell. Because you deserve to live in a house as nice as the real estate ad you're going to write about it. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and maybe enjoy your garage door so much you decide not to move. Think of the money that'll save.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
This is Scott Slade, and nothing takes the place of time when it comes to spotting problems with your health, especially cancer. The earlier the better. That's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging's LDCT body scan can be invaluable, giving you more time for you and your loved ones to take charge of your health. They can detect tumors as early as precancerous virtually anywhere in your body, and aneurysms you may not even know are there. Due to overwhelming demand for a limited time, their $995 core body scan offer has been extended. It's a $2,495 value. Early detection saves lives, and now it's more affordable than ever. Virtual Imaging has gotten such great response to this offer that they've opened up more times in both offices, but appointments will fill up fast, so don't wait. Some minimum requirements may apply. Early detection is your best protection. To schedule your virtual imaging $995 core body scan, call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or make an appointment by visiting their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
So, you spotted your termite guy wandering around your yard. Do you even think he knows where your bait stations are? How about go ask him, show me the bait stations? Dave Baker here for Breda Pest Management. If they can't, it's time to switch to Breda. Breda uses a complete liquid barrier, not a bait station, and your termite rate is locked in for 10 years. Breda, you had me at liquid barrier.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top local story, it's happening now. Heavy rain and storms moving through metro Atlanta. That's from a storm earlier in Cobb County. A severe thunderstorm warning expiring this hour for southern Paulding County. There is heavy rain stretching all across the metro area. From North Gwinnett through North Fulton into DeKalb counties, the rain extending into Clayton, Fayette, and Henry counties. Meteorologist Christina Edwards tracking it all from the Storm Center.
The majority of these storms will remain below severe limits, but they'll still impact the metro Atlanta area in the form of heavy rain, as much as 2 to 3 inches of rainfall possible with these slow-moving storms, and that could lead to areas of flash flooding. In addition, frequent lightning could impact local businesses and homes. If any of that lightning were to strike a nearby tree or even the building itself, of course, we could see power outages as well as structural fires.
And this is having a major impact with flight delays at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. Right now, 75 degrees in Atlanta. Will we see a storm repeat tomorrow? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. This is all new this hour. A 5-year-old is dead after finding a gun inside a car in Griffin. Police say the child was left alone in the car and was shot in the head. 27-year-old Chase Dizelle is charged with involuntary manslaughter and reckless conduct. The shooting remains under investigation. No bond today for the teenager in Carroll County charged with murdering her mother and stepfather in February.
A shackled and ponytailed Sarah Patrick in a neon green jail jumpsuit wept often in her bond hearing, where several supporters wore "I Stand with Sarah Grace" t-shirts. Katie O'Keefe met her after Kristen and James Brock died and paints her as an easy-going, church-going girl.
And she
worked hard. She was on track to graduate early before all this happened.
But Jamie Brock's son Tristan told the judge if Patrick gets out, he worries for the family's safety.
The gruesome and violent details of this case have shown me that the defendant has a disturbing lack of regard for human life.
The judge says Patrick can go to trial as soon as January. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
A convicted sex offender in Coweta County pleads guilty in federal court for exchanging sexual messages with an undercover agent he thought was a 14-year-old girl. U.S. Attorney Theodore Hertzberg says Christopher Welcher involved his wife in a cover-up.
After he was arrested, he contacted his wife and asked her to destroy evidence that was at their house. She did so.
In a separate case, the feds nabbed 45-year-old William Eric Cooper of Bartow County, who was having graphic chats with a ninth grader from North Carolina. As President Trump suggests he wants to end mail-in voting across the country, Georgia's Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger says his office already works hard to ensure a fair and secure voting process.
What I would tell anyone, what polling shows is that people trust our elections. And when you have a highly polarized society, I think the most important is building trust. And that's what we've done with the election system.
He points to voter ID requirements and citizenship verification as two ways the state has built trust in the process. The latest push to decriminalize marijuana is in Clayton County.
The updated ordinance would only involve those caught with less than an ounce. Clayton County Police Chief Kevin Roberts says there wouldn't be any jail time and they could only issue a civil citation of up to $150. A big step down from the current punishment.
The way it's written now, we'd arrest you on a state charge, you go to jail and could receive a fine up to $1,000 and spend less than 12 months in jail.
He says he wants to focus instead on education and recovery for young offenders rather than giving them a criminal record. The change still needs approval from the commission. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, it is triple team traffic beginning with Alex Williams.
Watching heavy rain now as well on the south side, impacting 75 and 675 between the south side perimeter and Stockbridge. It's also made a mess of 285, especially eastbound, leaving I-85, passing the airport over to I-75 there in Clayton. If you're traveling 285 northbound, the outer loop in DeKalb on the south side, you stack up right before Flat Shoals up to this crash that has got the exit ramp from 285 north to Glenwood Road, exit 44 shut down. Go north of there, and you can use Covington Highway as an alternate. What a mess it is through downtown, Andrew Seco.
It is just a parking lot this afternoon, Alex. No crashes or stalls right now, just the car in front of you, and you are not moving. 75, 85 north and south, just jammed. From Langford Parkway all the way up through Midtown. Southbound, we're spilling all the way back into Smyrna Vinings and into Brookhaven. Jammed all the way down into the East Point area. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly to mostly cloudy this evening with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms, some of which will produce some heavy downpours, as much as 2 to 3 inches of rainfall possible with some of these heavier thunderstorms. So isolated areas of flash flooding a possibility through tonight with lows in the low 70s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with scattered pop-up showers and thunderstorms, high 91. More pop-up storms on Thursday, high 92. Cloudy skies for Friday and Saturday with widespread rain showers and thunderstorms, highs in the low to mid 80s.
Storm Tracker radar shows heavy rain and storms across the metro area at this hour. Very heavy rain stretching all across Gwinnett County from north to south into DeKalb County, into the heart of the metro area, and into the south side. Paulding County also getting hit very hard right now. Those storms moving into Douglas and Carroll counties. It is 74 in Marietta, 82 in Loganville, 81 in Stockbridge. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Look who's here, Bill Crane. He said, hey, I want my Crane brain drain. So it's time for Bill Crane's brain drain.
When he asks, we deliver.
That's right. There it is. Well, let's just start with the obvious here. Andre Dickens, mayor of Atlanta, has yet again tossed his hat into the ring, wants to be mayor again.
I hereby proclaim that
Proclaim?
I'm ready to be your mayor once again for 4 more years. Let's go, everybody. Let's go.
Here's my thing. Basically, I can't remember any clown show incidents. You know what I mean? It's like, for the most part, I haven't thought about the mayor, and in my mind, that leads me to believe that it's been a pretty successful
Yeah, that's a good
administration, because I'm not, usually mayors of Atlanta, there's always one clown show moment or more. And
There's
so,
been no scandal.
Yeah.
Public safety and crime is down. Public safety is performing better. Crime is down. He's dealt with the housing crisis in terms of creating affordable housing. City's on budget. There haven't been any massive surprise expenditures or collapses or non-expenditures of bond funding. They're holding MARTA accountable on the area of public safety. And he's gotten along reasonably well with city council, which in and of itself is no easy.
And is that something the last few mayors have not been able to do?
Shirley
or?
Franklin could not. Kasim Reed could not. Probably the second term of Shirley Franklin and the second term of Maynard Jackson are the last time there was a really kind of strong, cordial working relationship. And some of that is because oftentimes the president of the city council becomes a rival for and runs for mayor.
This is where mayors are produced as a city
correct.
council, so you're going to have
and he was a city council
adversaries.
person, yes.
Right.
When he ran for mayor and an ally of Keisha Lance Bottoms. So, but
well, he did a lot better than she did.
Yes, and I don't think he has any real credible opponents or concern. But
yeah, who would that be? It's like Mary Norwood going to run again, or something? I mean, like what?
Marvin Arrington's son and other people that are on council now are looking. They're not going to get in this race, but there are people that will. He's term limited, so he can only serve 2 terms, and I think he probably goes on and runs for a congressional seat or something statewide. But he's a Georgia Tech graduate, a small business owner before. He's got some chops, and he knows things other than
I think that Georgia Tech
city
thing
government.
is behind the scenes. I think that he's obviously he can get things done. I'm not endorsing anything. I'm honestly saying that when mayors are bad, I hear about them every day.
Well, you have graft, and then you have bid rigging and things you've heard about at Hartsfield Airport before, and none of that has been alleged or come to the surface, other than some jousting between the Office of Inspector General of the City of Atlanta and some issues with the Atlanta public school system, where the City of Atlanta doesn't control it, but they've had some issues.
This may seem like a silly question, but as you were talking about the city council, I think a lot of people are in my shoes. Like, if I'm on the city council, like what do I do? Like, what's my day? How often do they meet? What do they do when they're not meeting? What do they do?
They have regularly scheduled meetings twice a month.
Now, do they have jobs and they're on the city council?
Some do, most don't.
Okay.
Most are full-time city council
Is it
people.
like a $35,000 a year kind of?
They make a lot. It's like
Really?
over 90,000.
Yeah, it's around $100,000.
What?
With expenses. So there's been increasing over the years.
Yeah.
They represent their constituents. They handle zoning issues. They appoint a number of people to the zoning commission and other authorities of the city by district. There are neighborhood planning units that take under consideration any type of change that's going to go on in their part of the city. They are a part of that process. Some are more constituent-focused than others, but all of them essentially are to represent a geography, a specific part of the city of Atlanta. And we did a rechartering before Kasim Reed became mayor, and we went from a ward system with, I think, 30-some-odd city council members to a smaller number. And if someone could Google it, it's in the teens.
George,
now,
how many city council members?
but it's
does
still
Atlanta
a
have?
large number. And of course,
So
you
right
have-
there,
and
if
a
it's
president of the city council.
if it's almost $100,000 a piece, I want to see what the yearly pay and the pay comes out of the general city
15
thing.
General fund.
15. So it's
So there's a city council president who presides, who doesn't vote.
1.5
So basically,
million?
8 votes is a passing bill.
right. So is that like $1.5 million for the?
It's in the million
Someone,
category.
yeah,
Yes,
in
yes,
there.
sir.
Okay, I'm not. Listen, maybe it's worth it. You always
I
hear about
mean,
city
they're-
council. How much power do they have? Like, do they get perks? Like, do they get free?
Zoning
Can
is
they
pro-
can they take tax money and take a junket and say, oh, we're
Well,
looking
they
at a
do-
stadium
they
in
do-
New Orleans?
They do go to conferences and things.
Yeah.
Probably where they have the most impact is which roads get paved first, which parks get taken care of first, and zoning. I mean, I'm
Okay.
not saying there aren't other issues and that there aren't certain things that different members champion, like affordable housing.
Yeah.
But because they are not mayor, they are one vote. And so unless they're the council president, they are one vote. They're on a committee. They may chair a committee. The 2 biggest committees probably in the city of Atlanta are aviation, Hartsfield Airport, which is still a huge cash cow for the city, and the other is transportation, and where roads go and where those dollars that are SPLOST dollars and other get spent.
Right.
But there are dozens of committees. In
And
the
how?
city.
What's the relationship with the mayor? How can they get in the way of the mayor, or how can the mayor get in the way? Like, do they
a block of 5 or 6 votes can hold things up. A block of 8 votes can shut things down.
Right.
They have veto power, or they can override a veto with a 2/3 majority vote. Which
So if you're mayor, you want to get along with the city council.
Yeah, you need to have a
Right.
working relationship. I mean, it's like any other executive and legislative body. You're setting the agenda. You're asking, this is the budget I want to enforce, but they still have the power of the purse. So they choose to fund it or don't. And where they typically squeeze the mayor is if they're not getting along with him or her, is their projects and priorities don't get funded.
And that'd be a pretty, I know, midterms.
Mary Norwood, as an
Right.
example, is on the city council now.
She's still on the city council?
Yes, and
She
she's
runs every time, right?
And she's run for mayor twice and narrowly lost by about 750 vote margins the 2 times she's run. I don't think she maybe is done. She's, you don't speak of a woman's age, but she's
No,
not.
she's getting, well, like the rest of us.
Yes, like me included. She's not
yeah.
she's not getting younger, and I'm not sure she'll run again, but she's been engaged and involved in city politics for 30 years.
Yeah, I don't know. Thanks for the education. I just like city councils are so in big cities. They're so powerful. I don't know. It's like so they only go to sit. They only have a meeting like twice a month.
Well,
the
they
rest
have
of the time
committee,
they
they
go
have
to their
committee
office.
meetings, and they have
Where are their
office-
offices?
but
In their
the
local
full
area?
council meeting and
I
voting
don't
on
know
an
why I'm
agenda.
so interested. Like,
Now,
are
during
there
budget-
offices like
they have
in their
full-time offices and staff. Yes.
in their districts or
No,
wards?
most of them have offices at City Hall. Some of them,
Yeah.
particularly some more senior members, have office space that's donated or have office space in a community center or regular. But most
Right.
of them have an office at City Hall on Trinity Street downtown.
All I can tell you is that the 9th district is the best because that's my district.
Oh, yeah. Well, we know you got the ATL pride.
City council member.
That's a good question. I can't remember.
Wow,
so proud.
Mister,
proud.
I'm so opinionated. Solo Moto. You
hey,
should listen to
they
me.
just
You don't even
redistricted
know.
us. They
You don't even
redistricted
know.
us. They
Yeah.
changed it.
He's a fraud,
Who was
Bill
it before?
Crane.
Who was the person before?
Oh, yeah, who was the person before?
It was a guy
it was a
that
guy.
I'm blanking on
It was
his
a guy.
name.
He
I
would wear a
50% chance
suit.
of being right.
I
Well,
could
but where Jared lives, as an example, there's been a tremendous amount of city resources going to the new Shirley Franklin
know.
Park.
Yeah, he
and,
runs
Grove
through there
Park,
every day.
a new school that was help funded by the Grove Park Foundation. So there's been a lot of investment in Northwest Georgia, Southwest.
Do you think he can
Atlanta.
get a
Part of me
free humidifier from the city?
I hope
maybe,
so.
He won't.
Dust
have all
Hill.
these
They
nosebleeds?
do have a number of projects and funding for, insulation and housing,
There you go.
roof
There
repair.
you go.
Well, the
But
biggest
you
thing.
have to demonstrate income eligibility.
Can he
for
just
those
go
things.
bleed and show his nose?
No, he can't go pick his
Blood.
nose. and get the- no.
bleeding.
Yeah, the biggest
But he can
issue.
show his tax returns, and I don't know what
I've
producer he
seen his tax
pays
returns.
these days. Okay,
Oh, it's insane over there. Well, the biggest thing is that there's this road that doesn't have a sidewalk, and people have to walk in the middle of the road.
Damn
in
it
order-
all! Where's your
It's
council
bad.
person? Maybe you should know their
Dustin
name.
Hillis is my
but
guy.
that is
right.
what
Thank you,
neighborhood
Google.
planning units take up, NPUs, and they take up what the priorities are for that district and what they want to ask for and what they want that member of council to champion. So that's kind of the instrument that gives the council member what the neighborhood wants.
But I think you would agree with me that if the citizens themselves don't take the time to find out who their city council member is, the whole thing falls apart.
That's true,
So,
and they also don't.
I would blame Jared Yamamoto.
Yeah, I mean, the mayor's
Yeah, I think we
qualifying today, but municipal elections, which will be in November, will be in the double-digit teens in terms of turnout statewide. There are 530 municipalities that will have elections. The ones that don't are what are called consolidated governments: Athens, Clark County, Macon, Bibb County, where the county and city have come together as one government.
Right.
But 520 some odd will have elections, and they don't draw.
Yeah. And about
a
520
fraction.
people.
They do
will
not draw
partake.
anywhere near what a presidential or even gubernatorial election year draws.
We
for
can
fair.
back on in the midterms. I want to know if there's anybody that we know of that's in state. If anybody's in trouble. In the,
Okay.
Alex Williams says there's a crash on Georgia 400 in Forsyth County.
Yeah, our traffic troopers called us about this one, Eric, and we see the jam associated with it. It's 400 southbound, just below Highway 141, Peachtree Parkway, exit 13, so you are slow there. And northbound's also slow where it's been raining out of Alpharetta, trying to make that drive up into Cumming and then back into Sandy Springs. You're seeing the brake lights 400 northbound, leaving 285, trying to get up to Northridge Road. Watching the heavy rain. If it's not there yet, it's about to be pouring on 85 through Gwinnett County, so prepare for that. With some extra northbound delays starting before Sugarloaf Parkway up to 985. What's the story on 75 and 575, Andrew Seco?
Just a ton of brake lights right now, Alex. Anywhere you're trying to go, 75 north and southbound packed in, leaving the home of the Braves on your way up towards Chastain Road, exit 271. Northbound on 575. Brake lights leaving 75 north all the way up into Canton. This report sponsored by the Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Disabilities. Hey, teens, Teen Summit hits Duluth September 6th. Live music by Jonah Marius. Keynote by Doug Middleton. College panel, free lunch. Don't miss it. Register now at PreventSuicideGA.org. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
When traffic hits.
I-75 completely shut down north and south between McDonough and Locust Grove.
The Triple Team Traffic Center has you covered.
Brake lights fill in on 316 westbound at Sugarloaf Parkway.
Your source for Atlanta's traffic.
Heavy police fire department activity.
Brought to you by the Cool Ray Lifetime Parts and Labor Warranty.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
You fell in love with her because she's unlike any other woman in the world, so why settle for an ordinary engagement ring you could find almost anywhere? Well, I know a place where you can design your own custom engagement ring. Terra Fine Jewelry Company. At Terra, the styles and designs are endless, and their expert jewelers make it easy to bring your personally designed engagement ring to life. Your bride-to-be deserves more than a cookie-cutter engagement ring, so explore the vast options of custom design rings at Terra Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort, Georgia. Terra Fine Jewelry Company.
On this episode of The Real Houses of Atlanta.
HOA Hotline, Bobby speaking.
Hi, this is Susan at 3632, and I need your help.
All right, what's the problem, Susan?
Well, we got your letter about making home improvements, so we found a remodeling company we liked, and they seem legit.
Let me guess. They took off with your money.
Yeah.
Didn't you read the newsletter, Susan? This is happening all over Georgia. There are companies that fake it and take it. This is why we only trust Excavations in this neighborhood. They're honest, reliable, they do great work. They have thousands of 5-star reviews. This is why you read the newsletter.
I should have called Excavations.
Hi, this is Candace with Excavations, and have I got a tip for you. Avoid an HOA headache and let us give your home the facelift it needs. We'll introduce you to our ExoVision, our very own architectural design that allows you to envision your home's transformation before you even start the project. Ready for your on-time, on-budget, and stress-free renovation? Visit exovations.com and book your consultation today.
Wrecks will happen, and insurance will try to pay as little as possible. It's Smile and Mark McKay. When bad traffic leads to a bad accident, get a great lawyer. I recommend John Foy and Associates, the strong arm. There's no cost until they win. JohnFoy.com.
The average baby boomer's 401k, just under $250,000. Gen X, closer to $200,000. How do your retirement savings stack up? No matter your age, the right moves today can completely change your financial future. That's why we created retirement planning at every age, a free guide with smart strategies, key milestones, and steps to stay on track. Download your copy today at yourwealth.com/resources. Let's get your future on the right track starting today.
Belinda Skelton here with Atlanta Vision Institute's very own Dr. Ashraf, who is one of the most experienced eye surgeons in the country. Dr. Ashraf, we've all watched the news and the economy is uncertain, but failing eyesight isn't. And if you've held back due to finances, we've got good news for you, don't we?
Yes, Belinda, as you know, our eyesights degrade as we age. And with the laser optics procedure, that resets all of that. And most of my patients go most of the day without glasses. They can even read their phone without glasses. And in terms of the economy, most of these patients, their medical insurance can cover most of the costs. And if it doesn't, we have a lot of good financing options for this procedure.
That's awesome, Dr. Ashraf. I urge you to take the quiz to see if you're a candidate. Go to 2020atlanta.com. That's 2020atlanta.com.
Summer heat will only lend a hand to all that's growing in your crawl space. Dave Baker here. AquaGuard Foundation Solutions will encapsulate it to keep mold, pests, and the unwanted out. Visit aquaguard.net for your free inspection.
AquaGuard.
All right, Bill Crane, let's talk about the Trump-Putin summit last Friday and then the confab with Zelensky and the Euros on Monday. I'm actually feeling slightly positive about the direction that things are going, slightly positive. But this is the one thing I'm really happy about is that Trump has basically said that no U.S. troops are going to be on the ground.
What kind of assurances do you feel like you have that going forward?
By the way, I don't need the whole question. I just said it.
Trump administration, it won't be American boots on the ground defending that border.
Well, you have my assurance, and I'm president, and I'm just trying to stop people from being killed, Charlie. Look, they're losing from 5,000 to 7,000 people a week.
Did he answer the question? I thought that he said, well, you've got my... So he's saying there will not be troops on the ground. Okay.
There will be any on the ground. Because I'm starting to slur every time I speak.
So here's what do you think about these developments? You know, there's this dance that's going on. Everybody's onto the game that you want to flatter President Trump. You know, you've got Medvedev over in Russia, and he's tweeting or posting on X things that are like, they're putting up weird things like a tank that they captured that's our tank, and it's running through the streets with a Russian and an American flag headed toward Ukraine. And Medvedev is saying, you couldn't play Trump. He's too smart for you. So it's kind of a weird thing. Now we have Russia and Ukraine in a contest for who can kiss Trump's ass the most.
Well, I thought the optics were good, getting off the plane to the red carpet, walking past the B-1, B-2 bomber and the F-22s, and kind of reminding not only Vladimir Putin and his entourage that you're in a U.S. military base, but these are the aircraft that have been monitoring you, and we know where you are and where your subs are and that sort of thing. So I thought there was a lot of typical theatrics, but that played well for President
It was also
Trump.
a state visit, that gave him a kind of entree back into the family of nations, right?
And instead of 1-on-1, it ended up being 6-on-6, which we had heard that Marco Rubio would join the interpreter, but it ended up being a pretty full complement team. But the biggest kind of shift was Trump's own commentary of what was going to happen. He was going to go in, he was going to get a ceasefire agreement. If he didn't, he was going to be very unhappy, and immediately there would be more
secondary
sanctions. Not troops on the ground,
right?
But mostly economic sanctions against Russia. Of course, the 4-hour meeting occurred. He came out and said, you'll say it better. We really need a full peace negotiation, right. And ceasefires don't always work out, and they don't last. We really need to go for the full peace agreement. And he dropped hints over the course of the weekend until he met with President Zelensky and the European leaders on Monday that he didn't see a way out of this. Didn't involve ceding territory that Russia either already controls or wants, like the Donbass region, which is the mineral-rich area that everybody wants, to end the bloodshed. And then, of course, you got what you expected to hear back from Ukraine. I will say, President Zelensky's wardrobe got an upgrade Monday, and he looked.
And he started to talk in a little more, let's end this diplomatically,
whatever it takes,
kind of thing. So I started to feel a little bit better about the whole thing, because here's the deal: there was no reason to have a summit if you were just going to walk in there with a ceasefire. How many times do you have to hear "niet"? I mean, he was never going for a ceasefire. I'm sorry, I'm not talking about who should win and who shouldn't win. I'm talking about who is winning and the art of war. If you are winning on the ground,
you're not going to agree to a ceasefire.
Because NATO wants it to simply reload, and he knows that. So you go for the full peace, and so it made me feel better that, quite frankly, that we kind of came around a little bit, because the alternative is 4, 5, 6, 7 years of war.
20 years like Afghanistan. Now, two things that I thought that were promising, to your point about it looking good, is the Russian leaders kind of coalescing, flattering Trump with creating the entree, flattering Trump with, we think it's impressive that you got Putin to agree to a written promise not to invade again, even though he's violated that in other places.
We also violated the Minsk agreements. I mean, come on.
I'm just saying, since he has violated prior agreements, they cited that. Yeah. But also, those nations agreeing whether or not they are in NATO, that Ukraine will have essentially the same military backup that it would.
And the fact that Russians agreed that there could be some security guarantees, because that was a no for a while.
Correct.
So Zelensky's starting to talk about diplomatic solution. Putin's starting to talk about, putting it in kind of writing.
But the 10 nearest neighbors in Norway and Finland and the Baltic region all condemned what happened over the weekend.
Yeah, they're all warmongers.
Well, they all essentially said we're next.
But they're not.
I'm just.
I know. I'm not saying this to you. I'm saying this to the world.
Got it.
They're not next. That is a lie. He is not going to go take off and take over Europe.
And I will
That's
say
a
he
lie.
looked a little frail, Putin, compared to not so much the height thing, because Trump wears lifts, but he looked old.
Trump wears lifts.
He wears lifts.
Does he wear lifts?
Fake news.
Huh?
That's not true.
I think
look at how he walks and how he has to lean.
Okay.
All right.
That said so.
This is not news. We're
calling
new.
Shelley.
Alex Williams says I-20 is jammed into downtown.
Yeah, not a fun one this afternoon, Eric. 20 eastbound, the brake lights find you in West Atlanta from Holmes Drive, and it is a bumper-to-bumper battle to the downtown connector. And we're seeing some new brake lights out in DeKalb County. 20 westbound approaching Wesley Chapel Road, exit 68. We'll see if anything's cooking there. We've been watching some trouble spots in and around 285, Andrew Seco.
And the worst of it still looks to be leaving Doraville 285 East, really packing in, leaving I-85 on our way down towards Covington Highway, exit 43. And reminder that northbound ramp to Glenwood Road from the outer loop, exit 44, that's still blocked with the long-standing crash trying to clear, go up to Covington Highway, exit 43. From there, you can reconnect. From the Cool Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
You spotted your termite guy strolling your yard. Is he just getting his steps in? Does he even know where your bait stations are? Scott Slade here. Just ask them to show me the bait stations. If they can't, it's time to switch to Breda Pest Management with a complete liquid barrier, not bait stations, plus early detection both inside and out. And your termite rate is locked in for 10 years. Breda, they handle bugs and critters.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is Amco Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in Amco just as much as I do.
Dale, over the years, we've both reported about people getting taken advantage of. So I'm keenly aware what it takes to deliver not just great performance, but great customer service. People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to Amco.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned Amco near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA
MCO.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News, weather,
Traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio, news sponsored by Overhead Door Company of Atlanta. Our top local story, it's happening now. Heavy rain and storms across the metro Atlanta area.
Much as 2 to 3 inches of rainfall possible with these slow-moving storms, and that could lead to areas of flash flooding.
And there is frequent lightning with these storms. At this hour, the heavy rain stretching all the way from North Gwinnett into the south side into Clayton and Fayette counties. Also some heavy rain in Paulding and Carroll counties. So there is rain pretty much all across the metro area. Right now it is 75 in Midtown Atlanta. How long do these storms stick around tonight, and will there be more tomorrow? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. It's being called the future of airport security. Atlanta's Clear Plus members are the first to try out biometric e-gates.
The technology launching this week at Hartsfield-Jackson's Lower North Checkpoint uses facial recognition to verify travelers after they scan their boarding pass. That means no stopping for TSA agents to check IDs. After the 2-second scans, travelers move directly to bag screening. The company says it streamlines the process and reduces wait times, and more airports will be launching the service soon. Clear Plus costs $209 annually, but Delta SkyMiles members can qualify for membership discounts. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
Riverdale police arrest a tow truck operator who's accused of driving in a truck that appeared to be part of the police department. The truck displayed markings that read Riverdale Police Impound and included a license plate with a replica of the city's seal. The person arrested never had been affiliated with the city and is charged with police impersonation. The latest child sexting in Hall County may be a lesson for parents on what their kids see online.
The 2-day operation netted 7 arrests for crimes ranging from soliciting minors for sex and nude photos to prostitution and drugs. Derek Booth with the Hall County Sheriff's Office says there are 2 main places online predators find a lot of kids to target.
Gaming platforms where kids play
play live on the internet, and then peer-to-peer file sharing.
Booth says Hall County Sheriff's deputies investigate online child sex crimes year-round, but stings like Operation Lights Out take months to plan and only happen a few times a year. Steve Summers, 95.5 WSB.
A firefighter is one of 2 people hurt in a big apartment fire in Lawrenceville. The fire was burning out of control when the first units arrived at the Oxford Apartments off Club Lakes Parkway.
While they were extinguishing the fire, they had roof collapse onto the second floor, from the roof onto the second floor.
Lieutenant Jessica Joyner with Gwinnett County's Fire Department says the injuries are minor, but a number of residents did have to be rescued from the burning building. One of the buildings in the complex is destroyed. The cause is under investigation. A man and woman with gunshot wounds show up today at Emory Midtown Hospital. The victims, a 43-year-old man who was shot in the arm and a 34-year-old woman who had a gunshot wound to the foot. Atlanta police say the shooting happened at the intersection of Cameron M. Alexander Boulevard and Sunset Avenue in northwest Atlanta. Officers now investigating the circumstances surrounding the shooting. A new program in Fulton County helps seniors fight security issues online.
The new and free online program for Fulton County's 55-plus community gives tips on how to learn the language and stay safe online. Ladisa Onilagu says the program is necessary in Georgia.
Ranking 7th in financial losses among seniors with a significant rise in cybercrime complaints.
And she says there's a part that targets romance scams.
And seniors still want to continue to live life and love life and have love lives.
The program is available on the Fulton County website. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
If you have frozen shrimp from Walmart, the FDA says it may be radioactive.
The recall is for the store's Great Value brand. U.S. Customs and Border Protection alerted the FDA about possible CS-137 detected in shipping containers at 4 U.S. ports. Testing on some samples of the frozen shrimp from the distributor in Indonesia also tested positive for the radioactive material.
Stacy Lynn reports some of the shrimp came through the port of Savannah. It is now 5:34. This news sponsored by Findlay Roofing. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Watching a slow ride up through Cobb County. Bill 75 northbound jams in right around Delk Road, exit 261, and it's going to stay slow up to the 575 split with 75 southbound packed in through Marietta as well. All that just trying to get down onto I-285. 575 northbound. Slowest part of that ride is from Barrett Parkway up toward Highway 92 in Woodstock. 400 southbound in Forsyth County still got a crash blocking a lane south of Highway 141 Peachtree Parkway. And 85 northbound feeling the impact from the rain out of Chamblee all the way up through Norcross and into Duluth. New trouble heading into downtown, Andrew Seco.
Second left lane blocked here in the jam cam. Alex 75 south. Stalled vehicle right there at Northside Drive, exit 252, adding to the intense brake lights heading through Midtown downtown. Jammed all the way down towards I-20 northbound, still packing in out of East Point all the way up into the Brookhaven area. From the Cool Lake Area Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly to mostly cloudy this evening with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms, some of which will produce some heavy downpours. As much as 2 to 3 inches of rainfall possible with some of these heavier thunderstorms, so isolated areas of flash flooding a possibility through tonight with lows in the low 70s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with scattered pop-up showers and thunderstorms, high 91. More pop-up storms on Thursday, high 92. Cloudy skies for Friday and Saturday with widespread rain showers and thunderstorms, highs in the low to mid 80s.
Heavy rain showers around the metro area at this hour on Storm Tracker radar. 72 in Austell, 74 in Decatur, 84 in Covington. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Kayachio, 95.5 WSB.
The Steel Horse Law name strikes fear in the heart of big insurance companies. We make them pay.
When it comes to buying a vehicle, the name to remember is Jim Ellis Automotive. Hi, I'm Stacey Ellis, Vice President of the Jim Ellis Automotive Group. As Georgia's largest family-owned dealer group, we offer car shoppers unmatched advantages, starting with access to more than 5,500 new, certified pre-owned and pre-owned vehicles. With 21 convenient locations across Metro Atlanta and 17 top automotive brands, we have the selection you want and competitive pricing to fit your budget. But more importantly, we've made the buying process quick, easy, and convenient with the Jim Ellis Expressway. Visit one of our state-of-the-art showrooms for a top-tier customer service experience or shop from the comfort of home. Browse our entire inventory of more than 5,500 cars, trucks, and SUVs, calculate your payment, apply for financing, and even start your trade-in process online. It's car buying on your terms. And don't forget, Jim Ellis buys cars too. It's a safe and easy way to get maximum value for your car. To get started, visit JimEllis.com. Jim Ellis Automotive, where you can always expect the best.
Man's best friend, loyal, trustworthy, dependable. Aw, that's Rufus, the bulldog, the chief barking officer for Findlay Roofing, the roof guys. Hey, it's Dave Baker. For over 30 years, Findlay Roofing's been your roof's best friend. They're the perfect match for your roof. Findlay is loyal with a lifetime warranty, trustworthy with upfront pricing, and dependable with the highest quality work. When you're not seeing Rufus on Findlay Roofing trucks, billboards, and TV commercials, he loves playing games like Fetch and Tug of War. But Rufus knows that if you play games with your roof, you'll lose every time. You'll always win with Findlay. They're the extra effort experts, making sure you have a remarkable roof replacement experience. When it comes to your roof, think of Rufus and Findlay first. 0% financing available. Schedule your free roof analysis, no obligation, no charge at FindlayRoofing.com.
You know, when you hear Dave Baker, sometimes you feel like he's just about to, pass out or something. Like he's but when you're around Dave Baker, he's the calmest person in the world. He's very, very calm and I guess all right, that's fine.
I think he rocks shorts more than Clark Howard does.
He rocks the.
It could be 0 degrees out now. I'll be wearing shorts. It's all right.
First of all, just because you're wearing shorts doesn't mean you're rocking shorts. I'm not so sure that my good friends Clark and Dave are rocking their shorts. They're wearing their shorts. Bill Crane is here.
Men of a certain age, I included, should not wear shorts in public.
I do not show my knees to the general public. That's just the way that it is. But we've gone through this before. I find knees to be disgusting. We're not going to get off track again, but they make me sick to my stomach. I don't want to see your knees. I want you to see my knees. Who just went? Who did
Autumn.
Who did?
Autumn.
Was that
I didn't
Autumn?
snort.
You
Wasn't me.
snorted.
Sure did.
You snorted.
Okay.
That was a convincing argument I put up.
Autumn,
All right.
that's an interesting observation.
Jared has a package on this one. President Trump.
That's right, Deborah. You ready?
President Trump
Thank you, Jared, for playing it.
is now posting on Truth Social about getting rid of the mail-in vote balloting.
The president has long railed against mail-in voting, and apparently Russia's president agrees. Trump said Putin told him that letting voters send in ballots by mail puts elections at risk. Trump says he'll sign an executive order to, quote, help bring honesty to the 2026 midterm elections. He's frequently argued mail-in voting was a source of cheating in the 2020 election, but there hasn't been any evidence to support that.
Make sure you tell us
Stacey
that.
Lynn, CBS News, The White House.
Thank you, Stacey. Make sure be a gatekeeper. I might fall for it, so please protect me. Let me know always. This seems like an absolutely ridiculous concept to me because I believe, not being a constitutional scholar myself, that the Constitution says it's up to each state to decide how
That
they
is
do these
correct.
things.
So without a constitutional amendment, because the elections are left to the states, the counties, and the cities, the president has no authority unless, via an investigation after the fact, there's a massive criminal, enterprise or the allegation that Dominion voting systems was rigged.
Well, they're winning $30 and $60 million
$750 million from Fox News.
So
okay.
I think that as far as the legal system is concerned,
but it's after the fact. You can't rule it out. And the reason we went to so much mail-in voting in 2020 was this little thing called the pandemic.
Yes.
And here in Georgia, we lost 70, didn't die, but 70,000 of our poll workers, who were mostly senior citizens, resigned. Said,
Okay.
We're not working in the polls. We merged our general primary and the presidential election primary. We mailed absentee ballot applications from the Secretary of State to every registered Georgia voter. So that election, we did see a surge. And yes, I've worked in the Secretary of State's office for 5 years. There is more opportunity for fraud in mail-in ballots, but any system can be gamed. You got to prove it.
Yeah.
I got 3 of them.
You voted 3 times?
No, I got 3 in the mail. I voted once, but I got
the
3 in
question
the
is
mail.
whether would they have accepted all 3?
All 10?
All to me, yeah.
At the same address, so
Tim,
I don't know.
Can we talk to you off air, Tim?
Yes.
No, I didn't use all.
Let's keep
we
that
have
rolling.
several candidates who want to talk to you.
I threw them out.
No, but I mean, I'm wondering if you filled them all 3 out and sent them, would they have accepted them same name, same address? Now, there could be a junior at an
address. The system
address.
would have, if the same name, no. If it was like Timothy L. Andrews and
Right.
Tim S. Andrews, but No, it wouldn't have.
But I will tell you this, and yeah, Trump needs to understand that. We don't have one election on presidential. We have 50 different elections. That's why we have the thing on January 6th.
Plus the protectorates
and
the little dinky places like American Samoa and Guam and
very important
Puerto Rico.
But I will say this, my
District of
own
Columbia.
personal opinion is I don't like massive mail-in balloting. I do think that it really opens things up to fraud. It's just
I prefer
easier.
early in-person voting,
Yeah.
but here in Georgia, as an example,
You know what I
Secretary of
prefer?
State Ravenspur did require and does require
I would prefer
ID with mail.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But I would prefer the old-fashioned way. Now,
Rocks.
What, a paper ballot?
There are people who
Rock
are
twigs and
Why
rocks.
is that laughable? Why is it laughable that we go back to paper
the
ballots?
counting of them.
Okay, but
7 million in Georgia, and how long that would take by hand tabulation.
we did this in this country for
We
hundreds of
used
years.
punch cards. They weren't paper hand-marked ballots.
Okay, then go back to the punch
You
cards.
could ask 80-year-old Martha to count all those ballots.
Yeah, we had
Martha, wake up.
we had one punch card problem in all the voting.
No. We had a punch card problem. We had things like we realized during the 2000 election that too many recounts, the vibrations can cause the chads.
Sure, okay.
Which are the little chunks of
And I'm
cardboard
saying
that
this,
fall out.
as you said, everything has a downside.
Every technology, and that's why we're never probably going to see cell phone voting. There's always a way.
Andrew Yang is calling for that.
I know. I do believe we want broad participation, and there are people who are aged, infirmed.
Like one day, what's wrong? Oh,
But if we have a combination of, and we have all of these in Georgia, but if we have early voting for a period of time, I think 3 weeks is probably too much, but that's what it is now.
Yeah.
And election day, which is not a holiday, but all employers have to give you the time off. That's enough. But there are people for whom mail-in ballots are a plus and required, particularly again, the aged and the infirm.
Sure, if you need it. I mean, if there's some reason that you need it, I'm not saying don't get it. And obviously, if you're a member of the armed services or you're just traveling
overseas.
around the world all the time, absolutely. And the way that used to work is they didn't even bother counting them unless something was close because it didn't even matter.
When the laws all changed in Georgia, they were sponsored by Republicans. They started coming under the governor term of Sonny Perdue's first and second term. And at that time, the GOP, particularly in mail-in because of military ballots, enjoyed an advantage. What happened was Stacey Abrams and the Democratic Party figured out if you could get them in early,
right,
and you could identify your voters and flood those ballot boxes that were drop boxes in, they've taken those inside. They used to be 24 hours and set outside, et cetera. And I actually filed a complaint over what I saw at my early voting location, a woman putting in about 20 ballots, and I walked up to her and said, do you work in healthcare or in an old folks home, because that would be the only way you'd be allowed to do this. And she looked at me and said, what is your business?
Yeah, that's a good
then
question.
continued to fill ballots out. So that investigation is proceeding forward. It's been going since 2020.
Keep us up to date on that.
Since 2020.
That's called ballot harvesting, and it's illegal.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just feel like it opened. This is what I would do. I'll give a little bit. I think the weekend before through the Tuesday. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That's when you can vote. I know that people don't like being pushed into one little pocket, but the less time that you spend voting, the less time anybody has on any side to be up to something. If you open this thing up to where people are voting for a month.
It also means lower turnout and fewer voices. So I know you don't vote, and I do. I haven't voted in person on an election day since 2005 when they started allowing us to vote early.
Right.
Because I just go to my early voting precinct.
But you would have voted otherwise.
I would always have voted.
Yeah.
But I've also been there in elections like 2000, sitting there for 90 minutes to be able to vote.
Right.
And
Yeah,
I'm
not saying that there aren't answers. I just think voting for a month. And then if you vote
3
for a
weeks.
month, almost a month. And then people still come on and say, oh, it's unfair and there's not enough time. And, and we should be able to feed people while they're standing in line. Why? Really? Are you going to wear the shirt of the candidate you're working for? That's called tampering.
one of the reasons they don't allow it.
And then we get a media that goes, oh my goodness, as if people are passing out because they can't have water in line, not covering the fact that, no, this is a way to tamper by giving people free food while you're wearing the shirt of the candidate you're working for.
We need real-time results on the Secretary of State's website, like a little dial that says which candidate's winning in the election. So that way when I go, whether it's early voting or on election day, you can see, candidate A is up on candidate B. So it's like,
but they
hey,
don't.
If
they
you start
don't,
sending the
for
votes
that
in,
reason, they
don't
allow
count 'em.
until the polls are closed.
Yeah.
any
We
of
should
the
do it by
results.
applause.
yeah.
Oh, applausometer.
Yeah.
Trump wouldn't like that.
I would
like
love that. I get a lot of
It'd be like a caucus.
You get a lot of what?
applause.
Applause. Alex Williams says there's trouble on 75 into Midtown.
Yeah, still got this stall hanging out in the second left lane, 75 South Northside Drive, exit 252. The brake lights find you before that, almost back up to West Paces Ferry with 85 southbound brake lights starting at Georgia 400, and it is a long, slow ride, at least 35 minutes to get down to I-20. 75-85 northbound packs in from Highway 166 Langford Parkway up into Midtown. Then you'll see some more brake lights 85 north leaving Midtown, crash in the right lane in northeast Atlanta before North Druid Hills Road. We've been watching the rain and the delays on the south side, Andrew Seco.
Anywhere you're trying to go by the airport, just packed in like sardines here. 285 east and westbound. Big delays from I-85 merging into 75 south. And then once you get there through Clayton and Henry County, brake lights either direction out of McDonough up through Stockbridge, spilling on to 675 and 75 proper. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Topical.
I feel for you if you've been working from home.
Local.
They're suing the landlord. The lawsuit filed in Cobb County Superior
Getting
Court.
you through your
It's
morning.
good stuff for this show. It's good stuff for the radio station.
Mark Arrow.
That's about all I ask.
Mark Arrow.
Tomorrow at 9 a.m.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Two houses, same neighborhood, nearly identical. But one had an orchard sign, and it sold for way more. So what happened? Well, the first homeowner used a traditional agent. And after weeks of sitting on the market, price drops, and mounting frustration, they settled for less than they'd hoped for. The second homeowner chose Orchard. Their local Orchard agent didn't just list the home, they knew how to market it properly. They knew which upgrades would attract serious buyers, brought in pros to handle the prep, and positioned the home to sell for top dollar. And thanks to Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program, that homeowner moved into their new place before the old one even hit the market. No showings, no disruptions, no living in limbo. That's the difference. Never settle for less. Get more with Orchard. Start with a free home valuation at orchard.com. That's orchard.com.
Comcast Business High Five Hotline. What's the state of your excitement?
I signed my business up for the 5-year price lock guarantee, and I can't stop high-fiving people. High five!
Okay, deep breath. You're in a good place. You signed your business up for 5 years of gig speed internet and advanced security, all on our ultra-reliable network.
Gig speeds and advanced security? I'm so stoked!
Yep, and you get it at a great rate that's locked in for 5 years.
Woo!
The high five is just your body's way of saying, I'm winning.
So this is natural.
High-fiving everyone you see in a state of business savings enthusiasm? Totally natural.
Sweet! Thank you! Thank you! High five, everybody! High five!
The Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee is back, but only for a limited time, so sign your business up today.
High five!
Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 9/21/25 for new customers with qualifying bundle. Current customers may be eligible depending on services and area. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Dave Baker here for Coolray Heating and Cooling. It's August, which means school is back in session. Hey kids, remember homework? Coolray will help keep you cool while you study at home. Right now, Coolray is offering up to $2,250 back in rebates and free installation with the purchase of a complete Carrier system. You know, proper insulation is like a summertime sidekick for your HVAC, keeping cool air in and hot air out. Simply go to Coolray.com to book your appointment today. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-601-7780. 800-601-7780. Don't wait. Call now. 800-601-7780. 800-601-7780.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
Skip the hassle of constantly cleaning and costly repairs and sell your home completely stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Sean Hannity here. Now's a great time to sell your home in Atlanta as home values have continued to rise and your home may be worth more than you even realize. With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive the strongest cash offer in the industry and close within days. Find out what the guaranteed offer would be on your home. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com and you can start packing.
Heavy rain, high winds, huge hail. Yes, Atlanta, we're in storm season. It's Mark Aram here. You might be faced with a roof repair or a replacement. Do not gamble with any contractor, and there are hundreds of roofers with little to no experience. I want you to trust the experts at Dr. Roof. Trusted name in roofing for over 35 years and backed by their industry-leading warranties. Dr. Roof doesn't cut corners. They're the best at protecting your biggest investment. Dr. Roof, done right, guaranteed.
All right, Bill Crane. We did the research, and according to George Clark, what did you find on whether or not Trump wears
lifts
in his shoes?
There's no definitive proof, but a lot of people do point to the fact that he leans forward and he seems to be concerned about having his particular pair of shoes at times.
Never wears tennis shoes. He never wears slippers.
All right. First of all, have you ever seen him wear jeans even? I've never seen him in anything other than those
I have seen him in overalls and stuff on television. There's a singing Green Acres with
that was
Megan.
during the Emmys or something, right?
Yeah. So, but if you note, he's wearing the footwear. He's not wearing boots. He's not wearing.
You're speculating.
I'm basing it on meeting him and seeing a difference in his height. Multiple news reports, and even when the assassination attempt occurred, he came out of one of his shoes, and because his legs were then not the same length,
right,
he had trouble walking on his own and had to be
See,
carried.
I don't think he'd be thinking about that in that moment. A bullet just
He was
whizzed,
very concerned about retrieving that.
whizzed
shoe
right
day.
past. He did, but you do weird.
Unless he knew ahead of time.
But people who are in shock say odd things. I mean, if you've ever seen somebody
Maybe,
in
and
shock,
yes, I have.
You
but
say like
typically
really
you don't
odd
start
things.
with your shoes.
What's the deal with the guy that shot me, by the way? Nobody talks about
Nobody
him.
knows his name.
Nobody knows his name. Nobody knows anything about him.
Bill Crane, is that weird?
It is weird. It's
Okay,
not Lee
'cause
Harvey Oswald, yeah.
I mean, yeah, we know his name because we come in, we do the news every day, or at least go through it, bump up against it. I won't claim to do the news. We bump up against the news every day. So, but we had to what was his name? Isn't that strange that it's not a big deal, like finding out who this person was?
Well, it wasn't even the end of the same day when we were already hearing conspiracy theories that this was.
Well, they were letting the guy walk around. I mean, there were moments there. There were moments that the guy was walking around and he had a scope in his hand and he's. I mean, honestly,
People saw him on the roof. People pointed to him on
Yeah.
the roof. People told important people that there's a guy up there on the roof.
And there's no who. I guess the leader of the Secret Service lost her job, but that's because she was being so vocal in pretending that everything was fine,
that it was a normal.
But I mean, on the ground, I mean that looked like there were some people who looked very professional during that, and I don't want to get off on anything and get in trouble, but there were some people who looked like the Keystone Cops while that was going on.
Well, let's just say that is a department and an agency that the DIE initiative has been.
DEI, you mean DEI?
Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion.
Yeah, okay. Was it DEI or DIE?
DEI, but I said DIE because
it's,
he might have died if.
And so you're claiming that's crazy that you could promote people into a situation like that where someone's life could be lost. But anyway,
There used to be fitness requirements to be on the president's detail that were pretty rigid and steep. Like
there was one lady who looked like
you said
Rosie O'Donnell.
I wasn't going to go there. but
Everybody should have been as tall or taller than the president, right? We don't have to talk about gender, right? Tell people how they can get more. Bill Crane.
Bill Crane at CSI Crane or CSI Crane, One Man's Opinion, or here on WSBRadio.com every week. Look forward to the next time.
Great column, One Man's Opinion. Alex Williams is checking the slow ride around 285.
Not a fun one, that is for sure, Eric. 285 westbound, outer loop delays on the north side starting Dunwoody, right around Chamblee Dunwoody Road. You're jammed in as you get over to I-75 in Cobb with north and southbound. Slow on the wet pavement between Smyrna Vinings and the West Freeway. In DeKalb County, 285 eastbound. Your brake lights find you from Georgia 400 into Doraville. Southbound, it stays slow into Tucker and Clarkston. And a crash, 285 northbound, the outer loop still blocking the ramp to Glenwood Road, exit 44. Use Covington Highway. Checking the ride to the northern suburbs with Andrew Seco.
Seeing the brake lights as you leave the home of the Braves, 75 north packing in all the way up towards Chastain Road, exit 271. A slow ride out of Marietta up into Woodstock from 575, breaking free at Highway 92. Got some brake lights out of Sandy Springs and 400 north up to Alpharetta. And the brake light battle continues, 85 northbound up through Duluth into Sewanee. Got a crash in the left lane right there at exit 109. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage on any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Well, they said it was fixed, but was it? When TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling say it's fixed, it's really fixed. That's part of how they love your home. Hey, it's Chris Chandler, and these are the folks I trust in my home because of their attention to detail, expertise, and a job done right the first time. And to back it up, TE Certified offers a lifetime workmanship warranty.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Hi, I'm Brian, your friend and jeweler here at Shane Company. Come on in, feel at home, and let's find your dream engagement ring. I'm proud to work for a company that puts customers first and lets them shop the way they want to. See, we believe shopping for an engagement ring should be fun, without any of the pressure. We don't work on commission, so finding your dream ring is truly on your terms. We'll be right by your side as your friend and jeweler to help you find a ring more beautiful than you imagined and stick to your budget too. We have all of the styles and all of the smiles. You can even watch our in-house jewelers working their magic inside your neighborhood store. It's that kind of care and craftsmanship that makes Shane Company's free lifetime warranty the best in the business, saving you thousands over time and giving you peace of mind. No appointment necessary, or check us out at shaneco.com. Because a friend knows when you're ready, you're ready. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Summer's a time to feel and look your best, but I'm not talking about your abs or your tan. Hey guys, it's Mark Arum here. I'm talking about your hair. Restore that bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning during Advanced Hair's once yearly summer savings event. Advanced Hair Simple one-day treatment begins to regrow your own natural hair the very next day, and they guarantee your new hair will grow. There's absolutely no one in hair restoration I trust more than Advanced Hair. Take advantage of your flexible summer calendar and get the most hair for your dollar. Advanced Hair Summer Sales Event on for a limited time, so get the details and schedule your free consultation today. 470-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. With Advanced Hair, your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Check out the incredible before and afters and take advantage of their best offer ever. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio, news sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story, another Metro Atlanta child gun tragedy. WSB Steve Summers reports live with what happened and the charges the gun's owner faces.
Yeah, Bill, like so many other times, a child finds a gun. The tragic result only takes seconds. This time, a 5-year-old boy left in a car alone outside a Carver Road storage unit in Griffin, found the owner's gun and shot himself in the head. Detective Richard Powell says the frantic gun owner called 911, but it was just too late.
Spalding County Sheriff's deputies and Griffin police officers began administering first aid and took the child to EMS as they were responding pretty much right behind them. Unfortunately, the child did succumb to his injuries on site.
Jailed without bond and charged with involuntary manslaughter and reckless conduct is 27-year-old Chase Dizelle of Hampton. Police repeating yet again how important gun locks and safes are. Reporting live, Steve Summers, 95.5 WSB.
75 degrees in Atlanta. Rain showers around the metro area still. And when does this rain finally clear out? And will there be more storms tomorrow? What about rain chances the rest of the week? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Bond is denied today for a Carroll County high schooler accused of murdering her mother and stepfather.
Shackled in a neon green jumpsuit, Sarah Patrick gently smiled at supporters when she walked into court, but tears took over from then. Katie O'Keefe met Sarah after the killings of Kristen and James Brock. She testifies Sarah came to live with her.
I used to lay in the bed. She would cry and sob, and I'd watch her grieve.
But Kim Bowling is convinced her only brother and sister-in-law were brutally murdered by Patrick.
I fear for my own safety and the safety of my family and friends. The possibility that she could harm us is terrifying.
Superior Court Judge Dustin Hightower says he'll be ready for trial as soon as January. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
A resident and a firefighter are hurt when the roof collapses during a big apartment fire near Lawrenceville.
We had one firefighter who was injured and transported to a local hospital.
Lieutenant Jessica Joyner with the Gwinnett County Fire Department says the injuries are minor, and there's new information now on that fire. Over 20 people are safely evacuated and 12 apartment units impacted, which displaced more than 30 people. The fire started on a second-floor balcony. A convicted sex offender in Coweta County pleads guilty in a federal case of enticing a child and his wife. Tried to help him cover it up.
It's something U.S. Attorney Theodore Hertzberg feels passionate about, especially as the father of 2 daughters.
Protecting children from sexual predators is enormously important, and it's something that I feel strongly about.
In one case that brought guilty pleas, defendant Christopher Welcher tried to entice a girl he thought was only 14.
Welcher told the undercover officer who was posing as a 14-year-old child that he thinks that 14 is the perfect age for having sex.
Welcher had his wife destroy his child porn. She was also charged. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
In a separate case, the feds nabbed 45-year-old William Eric Cooper of Bartow County, who was having graphic chats with a 9th grader from North Carolina. With President Trump calling for an end to mail-in voting nationwide, Georgia's Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger says his office works hard to ensure a fair and secure process, including photo ID for all forms of voting.
And that's all that builds trust. And trust is the real gold standard.
It's unclear if Trump could end mail-in voting across the country since states control their elections. Georgia Senator Raphael Warnock visits a local chocolate factory today to highlight the impact of tariffs.
Co-owner of Chocolatl Chocolate, Matt Wand, says because of the product they make, they are extra vulnerable to tariffs.
And this is not something we can buy domestically. It just doesn't exist.
Right. He tells U.S. Senator Raphael Warnock during a visit to the company's facility they've had to increase prices on wholesale items due to tariffs. They've also tried to buy things ahead to be prepared. Senator Warnock says
these tariffs are not helping, they're hurting.
Vice President J.D. Vance will visit Atlanta on Thursday to talk about the economy. In Atlanta, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, Triple Team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Got a new crash on an already very slow I-20 eastbound ride through West Atlanta. It's a left lane crash, 20 eastbound Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, exit 53. Delays start back at Holmes Drive, and it just packed in all the way to the downtown connector. Delays even continue a little east of there through East Atlanta, trying to make that trek out to Moreland Avenue. A lot of that is due to a slow downtown ride, Andrew Seco.
That it is. Looking like a parking lot right now. Not going anywhere, any direction you're trying to go. 75, 85 north and south, just packed in like sardines, leaving East Point up through downtown. Southbound, you're traveling on 400. You're slow all the way back towards the Glenridge connector. Those brake lights take you all the way down on 85 proper towards I-20. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly to mostly cloudy this evening with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms, some of which will produce some heavy downpours, as much as 2 to 3 inches of rainfall possible with some of these heavier thunderstorms. So isolated areas of flash flooding a possibility through tonight with lows in the low 70s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with scattered pop-up showers and thunderstorms, high 91. More pop-up storms on Thursday, high 92. Cloudy skies for Friday and Saturday with widespread rain showers and thunderstorms, highs in the low to mid 80s.
And Storm Tracker radar showing rain, some heavy rain in parts of the metro area at this hour. Most of those storms are moving to the south now. Right now, 75 in Stone Mountain, 74 in Smyrna, and 76 in McDonough. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
That's right, Caiaccio. Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. So I'm looking up at the monitor there. White House, Trump is saying that Putin has agreed to meet with Zelensky. Reporters are trying to get confirmation from Russia. No comment. So I don't know exactly where it stands. I do have to say, Trump is, known for being a blowhard.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
What?
Some people say.
I haven't heard that.
Some people say.
News to me.
They say.
Maybe overstating things. But what's really not.
Big one was troops on the ground. There will be no troops on the ground in Ukraine.
I'm not going there. He's always, he's overstating things. He's embellishing things. But something that I think people just don't take any time to appreciate is that quite often he's the king of understatement when he's talking about things. Like he's talking about Zelensky and Putin getting together. And I swear I heard this somewhere. I don't know if we'll find out if it's the audio or not. But it's like, well, I don't know. I mean, they don't get along very well. They really they don't. No, they've been killing one another's citizens for the last
It's like
3.5 years.
It's like a backdoor brag.
Oh, well, I don't know. I didn't see that. I just think it's just like, well, I don't know how.
Well, Putin liked The Last of Us, and Zelensky didn't. So
I don't think he's trying to say I got them together and they don't get along.
I thought that's what he was kind of hinting at. It's like, wow, they.
I think it's a weird thing where he's just kind of like, oh, they say they're gonna meet, but I know it seems like they don't really like each other all that much. So really, wow, you must be. Well, you're closer to them, I guess. So I guess you'd be able to divine that. The rest of us thought they were fast friends.
I'm besties with both.
Yeah. Oh, are you?
Yeah, and I'm trying to. They're my mutuals.
Okay.
And I'd like them to be mutually, happy.
I see. Sometimes it's hard to get two different groups of friends to get along.
Yeah.
And I can understand that.
And it's difficult as the friend in the middle to understand why they don't get along. You're like, wait, you're both friends with me?
Yeah,
how's this not working out?
Exactly. Right now, they're both trying to kiss his hiney as much as possible.
Well, yeah, they don't want any sanctions.
So you can hit this one piece of audio. We'll see if it's in there, but I don't know.
Well, I think the fact that maybe they're getting along a little bit better than I thought. Otherwise, I wouldn't have set up the 2 meeting. I would have set up the 3 at Trilat. But I think they're doing a little bit better. There's been tremendous bad blood.
There it is.
And again, this was all worked out by an administration that didn't have a clue.
Okay, we get it all right.
The best administration ever. We've done so many wonderful things. World peace.
He's taking credit for a lot of skirmishes and wars that he's upset that it's not being reported. Supposedly he's ended like 6 wars or something.
Yeah, Bill Maher was praising him on that.
Yeah, I know, but that clip is way too long. Way too long.
I think Trump. Bill Maher's very long-winded.
No, but I read somewhere where Pakistan is annoyed that he's taking credit for ending whatever thing they had. Was that the one with India over
yes, that's correct.
So Pakistan's annoyed that he's taking credit for ending that. But you can hit Bill Maher. Bill Maher hits a few of these, but I mean,
this would be the good in Donald Trump. He really does not like war. Thailand and Cambodia were firing at each other. Rwanda and the Congo. Most people don't even know about these. India and Pakistan, Armenia, Azerbaijan. He got involved in all of them.
All right, okay, that's all we need. So I guess, he does deserve some credit there. But all I know is Pakistan's like, oh, he didn't have anything to do with it. But I don't know. Maybe Pakistan's lying. I have no idea.
They wouldn't.
Maybe they haven't learned to kiss the ring.
Well, they better if they want, good tariffs.
And they like the fact that the U.S. and India are at odds with each other. What I find interesting is that when you walk it, what I don't understand is like there's no cohesion overall with the foreign policy, because and I'm for ending the war, and I don't want Europe and I don't want anybody. I just want the war over. Figure out the new lines. Let people live their lives. I think I think with Ukraine, that's the best way to go. But if you were going to go the other way and you were going to walk into this summit and with the idea, I got Europe behind me, and together, the United States and Europe, we're going to fight you until the bitter end. Now, if you were going to create a coalition like that, would you make the decision to be putting tariffs on your coalition partners at the same time? Like, can you really all get together and fight Russia while you're tariffing each other to? I mean, it seems like if you have a coalition and you're at war, that's the most important thing, is to win that war. Again, I want this war to end, but just thinking from the point of view of America and Europe get together and give Putin the what for, wouldn't you think that you would delay, 300% or whatever ridiculous tariffs on? What are our tariffs on Germany right now? Like, it just seems at odds. It's ad hoc. Like, right hand doesn't know what the left hand's doing.
Well, we worked out a deal with the EU, so we have
Right.
we have a new deal with them where I believe it's we at
15%?
I think it's at 15%. There are a couple of carve outs, but for the most part, for most of the EU, it's 15%.
Carve out means that they kissed his ass and.
They said I look nice. I said, all right,
Okay,
we
not
got
you.
a deal. We got
Not
a deal.
you.
Yeah.
It just seems to me like you have to decide which way you're going to go. Am I going to confront my allies on these things that bother me and do something about it, or I'm going to have a coalition with my allies and fight Russia? Seems like you're going to be one or the other. If you're going to go with a coalition and we're going to fight Russia, then maybe you're not yelling at each other about other things. If you want to be successful.
Unless Trump is playing chess and everybody else is playing checkers.
Are you playing 4D chess?
I'm playing Chinese checkers. The round and the marbles.
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I don't get it, but
I thought you were playing that golf tee game, whatever that.
Oh, the one at
Cracker
Cracker
Barrel.
I
Yeah.
can't do that one. I go to every Cracker Barrel. I'm like, I can't do this.
What's the point of what's the point of those things again?
The point is to get one
Down to
tee-
one.
Yeah, get down to one tee.
I can't do it. I get
And
down
how
to
do you-
three
what do
and
you
I'm
have to-
done.
You
What-
can
Because
jump.
you jump over one, and that eliminates the one you've jumped
Now,
over.
is it a game where once you figure it out, you've always got it figured out?
I would assume.
Because basically, it doesn't change positions.
Right. I would
You start-
assume that would be the case.
So what we need is a 15-year-old kid on YouTube to tell us all how to do it, and then the game's over.
Barron can do it.
I'm sure he
He
can.
loves Cracker Barrel.
Oh,
My
I
God,
bet.
he
He
does.
loves Cracker Barrel and the Nerk Boys, or whatever they're called.
That's right.
The Nelk Boys.
The Nerky Funky Boys. The Funky Kids, I believe is.
And the Rizzler. He loves that guy.
I still don't understand what the Rizzler is.
He's got Riz.
Huh?
I love the Rizzler.
What? I've never seen him.
He's just a cute kid.
What does
Just
he
nice,
do?
Sweet guy.
What does he do?
Rizzes.
What does he do? How old
Does
is
the
he?
Riz face? He's like 8 years old.
What is a Riz face?
Just make the face so he knows.
Oh, that's when you so you scratch your.
You do one eyebrow down.
Okay.
And you stroke your beard.
And this kid's a
then
multi-millionaire.
You shush the haters.
So you're basically a human emoji, and he's a multi-millionaire
Yep.
out of this.
I mean, he created the Riz face, so.
Give him some credit. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Give him some credit.
Well, none of us did.
You seem jealous, Eric.
I think maybe I am jealous that 8-year-old kids are making millions of dollars.
So Theo
Of a
Vaughn asked him
Riz-
his biggest regret, and he said, "Well, I missed a Fortnite match one time."
Oh wow! At
That is a big regret.
I don't think if you would.
yeah.
I don't think at 8. I don't think I had. I don't think I had any big regrets. Theo Vaughn, did you enjoy talking to the Rizzler?
You know what? I did. Well, he always, we had a kid in my town that sort of like him. He just, he ran around in he didn't wear a shirt. He created the shirt. We called him the shirt.
Called him the shirt.
The shirt.
Yeah.
Not the Rizzler. He was kind of like the prototype for the Rizzler.
Sort of, yeah.
Now his dad gets all this money though, right?
Well, for
Yeah,
now.
I mean, he's got a tricked
Did
out
his-
room, so he's seen some benefits.
Oh, and he's got like all the latest
Yeah,
gaming.
bunk bed with a slide, awesome TV, Avengers.
So you're the
wallpaper.
one. You're like, oh man, I wish I had that.
Exactly. I mean,
You see how upside down the world is. That you're like jealous of what an 8-year-old has.
Hey, he played
How
the
did
game.
we get to this?
He played the game right.
I'm just happy for
Yeah.
the Rizzler. I'm not jealous.
You're happy. You don't know the Rizzler.
I see him on the phone all the time.
He respects his work ethic.
I worry about George Clark. His life is too much online. He's too much. It's too
Fair
much
criticism.
Like, most of the celebrities, the people that you think of as celebrities, are from online, and you know, like all the the sort of like weird underground comedy.
He knows Matuneven.
Yeah,
I don't know who that is.
He's a podcaster that's 18 and sounds like that, and he's just very obtuse and bizarre.
Kurt.
You know, I heard a criticism of America right now and the youth. It was something like about how it's all irony but there's no source. There's no basis. There's no, like, the kids don't even know what they're being ironic about. It's just like the first move, the default move now is irony without an experience of the thing that you're being ironic about. And so it ends up feeling kind of empty. It's just irony about nothing at this point.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'm old. I'm going to die soon. It's fine.
You're not going to die soon.
Well, I mean, relatively. I'm probably not going to live another 60 years.
The Rizzler will carry the torch.
The Rizzler, after I'm long
the
gone.
Rizzler doctrine.
Listen, with these influencers who are young, what they should be worried about is looking at what happened to all the television, the kids who were on television when I was growing up. You know, they all ended up in prison or took their own lives or ended up living on the streets. So hopefully these influencers
There's a lot more
are
laws and things to protect children who are, making more money than their
You sound
parents.
very officious when you said that. There are a lot more laws.
Actually, there are a lot of people.
Wait, is this
and
AI Autumn?
laws.
This is AI Autumn, right?
No, AI Autumn would be.
Hi guys.
There's a Karl Marx.
Yeah. This is we got an latest AI Autumn. If you have it in there, I don't know if you have it or not or whatever. But if not, Alex Williams says 75 is still slow through Marietta.
Slow and slowly getting better this afternoon on the wet pavement, Eric. 75 northbound, still seeing some brake lights from Delk Road in Cobb County up toward 575 with 575 northbound sluggish. From Barrett Parkway up to Highway 92 in Woodstock. 400 northbound, you're still seeing the brake lights through Sandy Springs from 285 up toward Northridge. Traffic troopers tell me traffic lights are malfunctioning on North Point Parkway at Kimball Bridge Road. They're flashing red. Treat that as a four-way stop. What's it like on I-85 toward Gwinnett County, Andrew Seco?
Starting to get a little bit better as well, Alex, but do still have those brake lights. 85 northbound packing in, leaving the Brookhaven area. You're still up towards Pleasant Hill Road, exit 104. A little slow merging 225 east to 85 south. Overturned vehicle on the right shoulder, causing the brake lights back into the Dunwoody area. This report sponsored by John Foy & Associates, personal injury law firm. John Foy & Associates will help you get the care and compensation you deserve after an accident. When you need help, they're there. You're never a number. Get the strong arm. Call John Foy & Associates today. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
If you have the WSB radio app,
If you have the WSB
all
app.
the notifications you
If
need.
you have the
WSB
app.
All the local and breaking news alerts you need.
Breaking news in Cobb County.
All in one place.
We'll send out an alert on the WSB app.
The 95.5 WSB app.
Download it from your app store today.
Trust is not just a word, it's an experience. When your home needs service, you can trust TE certified electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling. Hey, it's Chris Chandler. TE is the company I trust to fix any problem once and for all. Their 5-star customer experience means easy online scheduling, friendly technicians, and a lifetime workmanship warranty, so I can just sit back and relax.
TE certified, we love your home.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
Attention men, does ED and PE have you down? Well, great news. Choice Men's Health has the latest breakthrough treatments that can get you up and running. Meet the specialist who is dedicated to helping you perform better than ever in the bedroom.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Our custom treatment plans have a 98% success rate at improving ED and PE on your very first visit, even if Viagra and Cialis have failed. Regardless of your age and medical history, we are here and dedicated to help you regain your love life.
Don't wait. Call Choice Men's Health now. We are so confident we can help. For a limited time, we're offering to cover your first treatment for free. Call 404-400-1170. Call now to claim your free treatment. 404-400-1170. Results guaranteed on your first visit or it's free. 404-400-1170. Choice Men's Health, the only choice for your health.
A DUI conviction could get you fired, get your license suspended, and increase your insurance rates. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. I recommend you talk to my friend George Stein, the DUI lawyer. Go to georgestein.com.
Are you looking to hire? ZipRecruiter finds the best candidate for your job fast. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. That's ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Shopping for windows and doors shouldn't feel like a full-time job. Or like you invited someone over who never leaves. It's Ted and Jonathan from North Georgia Replacement Windows. We offer a stress-free experience. That means quick, accurate proposals without pressure or pricing games.
Plus, a detailed window installation that is quick, clean, and hassle-free.
Window and door shopping made simple with 0% interest available.
Infinity from Marvin, replacement windows, yeah!
A lot of people are, this is a Daily Mail story about it now. This one's saying Las Vegas really is the I and the S, both capitalized. Las Vegas really is in free fall. Expert warns. I guess
I believe it. It's expensive.
Well, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, I only bring it up to say this. And when I started to see a bunch of stories about how Vegas stinks, and my wife went there last year, and she came back and said it's terrible. And so reading all these stories, I was like, you know what? I want to find out how much private equity money is in Vegas. And I can't remember. I found a whole bunch of it. And private equity groups are ruining the experience of being alive in America.
It's true.
If you don't work for them, if you have a job and you're being paid well, then fine. I'm sure you're a nice person and you have kids and you go home, fine. But everything that private equity touches quickly becomes soulless, transactional, corporate BS speak nonsense. Because private equity groups are put together in such a way where their success has nothing to do with the customer experience. It's a disconnect that shouldn't even exist in business. Business itself should thrive on how good the customer experience is for whatever you do. So in Vegas, like everywhere else in the last 7-8 years, these private equity groups have bought into, and it's like, wow, that buffet. People used to love that there was like buffets in Vegas. You could go and spend like $5 or $10 and get a good breakfast. This is like,
well, you had to be able to survive. You lost all your money.
Yeah, just like everything else in America now. These buffets that used to be $10 are now $60. I saw a guy from Vegas. He's like, this bottle of water cost me $22. Because it doesn't cost the private equity group more for the bottle of water. It's just that the previous owners cared about something called customer experience. So a $3 bottle of water on a hot day doesn't hurt with the customer experience. The private equity group says get every nickel out of because they're not there for long. Do people understand how private equity works? They buy to sell. The investment, it's only rich people investing, and basically they invest in the idea, okay, you go buy this company, you trim it down, you sell it, and then within a couple of years, we regain our investment and more. So
that's true.
Everything private equity groups touch, they have no real investment because they're not sticking around. So when you're bitching and moaning about your stupid customer experience, 5 years later, they're long gone. And everything that you see now, if you go to restaurants, you go, people, just the way that the service doesn't matter anymore. Blame primarily private equity groups. That, I guarantee you, I have not done a deep dive. I've not read a working paper on the situation, but I can tell you from everything that I'm seeing, the reason Vegas sucks now, more than anything else, not that there aren't other variables, but far more than anywhere else, I guarantee you, it's all the private equity. Once private equity money comes in, the customer becomes the last thing on the minds of the people running the country.
Welcome to the Blackstone sphere, Eric.
Yes. And that sphere, I told you, it's making no money. It's a big boondoggle. I don't know how they didn't see that one
Wizard
coming.
of Oz isn't making money right now?
I don't know. They may be making some. There's literally 5 bands in the world that can hold down a
The
residency.
Backstreet Boys were there recently.
Yeah, right. But they can't do it as long as you two. You got to fill up 16,000 seats a night.
They'll have the Eagles and Deadmau5 there next month. At,
Okay,
the Sphere.
yeah, great. I'm telling you, there's a handful of bands that you can put in there for a month. Alex Williams says it's stacked and it's packed downtown.
All the above, Eric. We just had all lanes blocked and reopened in northwest Atlanta. 75 South Northside Drive, exit 252. Got a stall off to the right there, but you're still jammed up from Moores Mill heading into Midtown with 400 brake lights starting at Lenox Road. Going to take you at least a half hour to get down to I-20. Northbound slows from Highway 166 Langford Parkway up past Peachtree, Pine Street. Traffic lights still flashing red out in front of Piedmont Hospital on Peachtree Road at Brighton Road, and that has ruined the ride on Peachtree Street northbound out of Midtown trying to get up into Buckhead. How are things looking around 285, Andrew Seco?
Circle in the city starting to look a little bit better, Alex. Still have the brake lights, though. 285 East packing in at a Dunwoody. You're slowing and going all the way down towards Ponce de Leon Avenue, exit 40. Outer loop leaving Sandy Springs. On and off the brakes towards I-20, south of I-20. Scattered volume anywhere you're trying to go in and out of the East Point area and College Park. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage on any age system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Y'all, it's Eric. I know some of you are concerned about tariff prices impacting things in your lives, including kitchen remodels. Well, listen to this. You can book an appointment this month with Frugal Kitchens and get the Frugal Price Lock. They will lock you into pre-tariff prices. All you got to do is Google Frugal Kitchens for details, and they're offering 0% financing. You want your kitchen remodeled, you want to add value to your home, you're worried about tariffs, here's your opportunity. Google Frugal Kitchens. Start that kitchen redesign today.
When you own a business, it feels like everything's on you. Orders, deliveries, employees, on you. That's why Comcast Business is giving you a year of mobile on us with your internet service.
Really?
Yep. We'll cover your first line of mobile for 1 year. So calling customers, getting directions, texting Janine and shipping, on us. The broken coffee maker? That one's still on you, which means you'll save hundreds for your business and get the fastest mobile service with 5G cellular and Wi-Fi hotspots, on us. But hurry, this deal won't last long. Get a mobile plan and free up the budget to maybe, I don't know, fix that coffee maker? Get mobile on us for 1 year, you guessed it, on us. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 9/22/25. Restrictions apply. New mobile customers only with internet standard service or above. Limited to value of 1 unlimited intro line apply via 12 monthly internet bill credits. 1 discount per account. Fastest mobile based on mobile Wi-Fi and cellular data in service areas. Ookla Speed Test Intelligence 2H24.
2 houses, same neighborhood, nearly identical. But one had an orchard sign and it sold for way more. So what happened? Well, the first homeowner used a traditional agent. And after weeks of sitting on the market, price drops, and mounting frustration, they settled for less than they'd hoped for. The second homeowner chose Orchard. Their local Orchard agent didn't just list the home, they knew how to market it properly. They knew which upgrades would attract serious buyers, brought in pros to handle the prep, and positioned the home to sell for top dollar. And thanks to Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program, that homeowner moved into their new place before the old one even hit the market. No showings, no disruptions, no living in limbo. That's the difference. Never settle for less. Get more with Orchard. Start with a free home valuation at orchard.com. That's orchard.com.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
Weather, Traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio, news sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top local story, tragedy in Griffin. A child left alone in a car finds a gun and shoots himself.
Spalding 911 took a phone call from a male who was advising that there was a 5-year-old who had had a gunshot wound to the head.
Griffin Police Detective Richard Powell says they arrested the gun's owner, 27-year-old Chase Dizelle of Hampton. He is charged with involuntary manslaughter and reckless conduct. It is 75 degrees in Atlanta. We do have some scattered rain showers still around the metro area at this hour. When does it come to an end, and will more storms pop up tomorrow afternoon? Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. Tears flow at a bond hearing for the Carroll County teenager accused of murdering her mother and stepfather in February. A judge denies bond today for Sarah Grace Patrick, citing relatives' concerns about flight risk, witness influencing, and being a danger to them. Patrick, though, has her supporters in court today, including Katie O'Keefe, who is wearing an I Stand with Sarah Grace t-shirt.
I used to lay in the bed. She would cry and sob, and I'd watch her grieve.
Patrick is charged in the murders of Kristen and James Brock. All new this half hour, access to the top of Kennesaw Mountain will see some changes.
The plan has been in the works for several years, but Kennesaw Mountain National Battlefield Park Superintendent Patrick Gammon says with 2 million visitors a year, it's becoming too dangerous to have cars and pedestrians making their way up the narrow road.
There's been some recommendations and a lot of planning in this, but it's time for a change.
That change will start in October with work on converting one lane into a pedestrian lane and another for shuttle buses that will take people to the top. The full changes will be implemented next January. In Cobb County, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
There's a new park coming to Vinings. The Cobb Landmarks and Historical Society announces they have money to build a pocket park honoring the late artist Nellie Mae Rowe. The park will be on the site of her former home next to the Hotel Indigo. The society says the park marks a significant step toward preserving and celebrating Rowe's contributions to American art. It's set to be completed by November. A much easier way to get through airport security. Clear Plus members in Atlanta are the first to use biometric e-gates.
Hartsfield-Jackson is the first airport in the nation to take the service live, allowing members at the lower north checkpoint to scan their boarding pass, verify their identity with facial recognition, and move straight to bag screening. Passengers bypass the usual process of showing an ID to a TSA officer. The service will soon be rolled out in additional locations with a focus on World Cup host cities. Clear says the process should be faster, safer, and smoother, with face scans taking less than 2 seconds. The Clear Plus Trusted Traveler membership costs $209 annually. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
A new push to decriminalize marijuana in a metro Atlanta county.
Clayton County Police Chief Kevin Roberts presents an updated ordinance to the county commission, which would change the punishment for those caught with less than an ounce of marijuana.
We often find that our citizens are sometimes arrested for these indiscretions, and they may be young in life. And what we don't want to do is burden them with a criminal record and jail time.
He says violators would be issued a civil citation with a fine of up to $150. It would not be a criminal charge. The change still has to be approved by the county commission. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
Some frozen shrimp sold at Walmart test positive for a radioactive element. The USDA says the shrimp should be thrown out. The Great Value brand shrimp from Indonesia came into the U.S. at a number of ports, including Savannah. Hurricane Erin could bring coastal flooding to North Carolina's Outer Banks. There are mandatory evacuation orders for the area. Erin is expected to bring dangerous rip currents to the U.S. East Coast. It is now 6:34, and it's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic starts now with Alex Williams.
Still watching some brake lights to the northern suburbs, Bill, on 400 northbound in Sandy Springs. You're on those brakes from 285, but improving once you get past the North Springs MARTA station. 75 northbound and 575 are cleaning up nicely, but 75 south, we're still watching a slow ride through Marietta. A lot of that's mostly the right lanes trying to ramp onto I-285. And speaking of 285 northbound, the inner loop on the west side right around South Cobb Drive, exit 15. DOT says there's been a crash on the left lane. I'm thinking it might be off to the right, but nonetheless slow from I-20. New trouble spots on I-75 south of the city, Andrew Seco.
Looking at a center lane blocked on the jam cam with a stalled vehicle right by Hartsfield-Jackson, 75 south at 285. That's exit 238. Seeing the brake lights backing you a little bit. No need for an alternate right now. Just a couple extra minutes of commute time heading closer tomorrow. From the Cool Ray Tri-Area Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly to mostly cloudy this evening with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms, some of which will produce some heavy downpours. As much as 2 to 3 inches of rainfall possible with some of these heavier thunderstorms. So isolated areas of flash flooding a possibility through tonight with lows in the low 70s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with scattered pop-up showers and thunderstorms, high 91. More pop-up storms on Thursday, high 92. Cloudy skies for Friday and Saturday with widespread rain showers and thunderstorms, highs in the low to mid 80s.
Storm tracker radar still showing scattered rain showers around the metro area. Right now, some very heavy rain in Rockdale County if you're headed across I-20. Peachtree City at 77, 76 in Brazelton, 72 in Dunwoody. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
What's the deal with your floors? They feel uneven and bouncy when you walk on them. Dave Baker, host of the Home Fix-It Show, here for AquaGuard Foundation Solutions. Sound familiar? You need to check out AquaGuard. See, AquaGuard knows these signs could point to major damage building up in your crawl space, which will only get worse over time. But don't worry, AquaGuard knows crawl spaces. They can identify your issues and repair them. Simply go to aquaguard.net now and set up a free inspection. Remember, AquaGuard.
Whether it's a slip that ends in a slip disc, a trick knee that's holding you back, or shoulder pain hurting your game, you can count on Northside Hospital Orthopedics. With leading care in Georgia at convenient locations all across the state, we're here to get you back on your feet, no matter what comes your way. Because Georgia moves us, and we keep Georgia moving. Find a provider near you at northside.com/ortho. That's northside.com/ORTHO.
Pro athletes and attorneys count on George Stein, the DUI lawyer. You can too. GeorgeStein.com.
You know how many times people call me to fix their garage door so they can sell their house? For years, they put up with the squeaking and the jamming, or they don't even use it because they lost the remote. Then when it comes time to sell, they fix it up nice for the next guy. For the exact same money, you can fix it up now and enjoy it yourself while you still live there. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. An expert repair, replacement remote, or garage door tune-up will give you years of trouble-free service. Works great for you, works great for the next guy when you decide to sell. Because you deserve to live in a house as nice as the real estate ad you're going to write about it. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and maybe enjoy your garage door so much you decide not to move. Think of the money that'll save.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
The Von Hessler Doctrine now. Your news, opinion, and weather.
Yeah! We can get in on the
That spells now.
that whole hackneyed news and naming nonsense.
MS Now.
George just brought up as I was going off my rant against private equity groups that now, they got that world, what is it called? The World
Economic Forum.
Yeah, they
You will eat the bugs.
Yeah, okay, that guy's gone.
The WEF.
And what did they put in? 2 different people to replace him? And one of them...
They're interim co-chairs.
Yeah, and one of them, of course, from BlackRock, this Larry Fink.
Oh, that's your dude. You like Larry.
Oh, this guy is so smart.
Couldn't have a more appropriate last name.
He's evil, but he's smart evil. Like a lot of he doesn't do what Elon Musk or Zuckerberg or Bezos or he doesn't get out there. He could walk down. Most people wouldn't know who the hell he is. But the guy has more power than you can possibly imagine. Has his hands, and you know how that whole BlackRock thing started. And this whole private equity group boom started after the crash. They were the Wall Street types who had the ability to come in and buy up all of these hurt companies. You remember when the Dow Jones went down to like 600 or I don't remember if it was 600 or 6,000. It went all the way down. And so if you had the wherewithal and believed that the economy was going to come back, and you had the money that you could buy this stuff and just sit back for a couple of years and wait. I mean, I think Ford was down. I mean, if you just had Ford.
Got down to 7,552.
Right, and where is it now?
It's over 40,000. I can tell you that.
Okay, so they had the wherewithal to step in and buy all these distressed assets, and the time to be able to just kind of wait for the economy to do its thing and come roaring back. And that's really when these things, obviously that's a pretty black and white, simpleton kind of way of explaining it, but that's when it really took off. And this Larry Fink, he was on the main.
Sounds like a good businessman. He bought low.
Yeah, fine, but he has, like all of these multi-billionaires, he just looks in the mirror and sees somebody who should be running the world. After all, other people, these idiots that I see all the time, they're not multi-billionaires. They shouldn't be running the world. I'm a multi-billionaire. I should be running the world. It was this Larry Fink at Blackstone was one of the reasons, and I think it's going away now with Trump, but one of the reasons why when on Wall Street you had to start, letting people know how fair you were or something, like how was your equity, what was that score, and all that happened because Larry Fink decided it was going to happen. And when he decided and put out a letter and said, this is, if you want BlackRock money, this is what you have to do. Well, guess what? Everybody wants BlackRock money. And the kind of power that this guy has.
The ESG.
The ESG. What was that?
Environmental, Social, and Governance Scoring System.
I don't know if it just came out of his mind, but it came out of his mouth and out of his pen. And voila, overnight, after hundreds of years of just investing in a company because you believe that they had the right bottom line and that they could grow in the future, now they weren't going to they didn't care about the bottom line so much if you weren't good on your ESG. And it all goes to this one guy. Why does he have so much? Did somebody elect him? No, nobody elected him. And he's smarter than the egomaniacs like Musk and Zuckerberg and Bezos who put themselves out there that you can obviously hate. But, I mean, I'm sure there's a few Larry Fink memes, but they don't go very far because nobody recognizes the guy. He's a pretty dull-looking dude. He's duller looking than Roger Goodell. he looks like he could be his big brother.
They like the old
his
time
big dopey brother.
He's like the old time mob bosses. You didn't know who they were. You knew who John Gotti was because he was flashy and he liked the attention. But the other ones, no, they just sat quietly and took in the money.
But it amazes me from my worldview that I can't understand is this guy Larry Fink. Every time he passes a mirror, he looks in the mirror and thinks that guy should have more power. We'll run for office. Oh no, I'm not going to put my power in the hands of the riffraff.
What could they do to break it up? The government.
Something needs to be done. Obviously, it doesn't fall into the antitrust stuff. We hear the stuff, these two companies are going to go, that can't be allowed to happen. They'll have too much power. But it's okay
a monopoly.
It's okay for BlackRock to have like shares of 40,000 companies worldwide. Like that's a kind of power. That's an amazing kind of power. Once you have a bunch of the shares of a company, you can influence what that company does and doesn't do. And to have that much influence over that many companies, to me, seems way more dangerous in concentrated power than if, I don't know, AT&T and Skydance merge or something. I mean, look how long that whole thing, and Trump got bribes and everything with Paramount and was it Skydance taking
and
over?
CBS or Paramount.
Yeah, I mean, it's just went on and on and on and on. There was a deal. One of the reasons Paramount was in trouble was because I think the Biden administration put the kibosh on some. They wanted to merge with somebody, and they wouldn't allow it to happen because of power.
Viacom?
Maybe. So it's like we have all this concern about concentrated power and antitrust, and apparently private equity groups can buy as much of any company and all the companies. And that seems to me to be a much bigger problem. I'm assuming, because I know there are people who are against this, that it doesn't fall into the antitrust thing. So it's not antitrust. You can't do it that way. I think legislation needs to be passed. Private equity groups can only own X percentage of homes in a certain amount, region, city, whatever. And I'm talking about one number for all of them.
Yeah, as you were saying that, I was looking up how much does BlackRock have invested in single-family homes, and it says $120 billion.
Are you going to bid against that? No, you're going to be a renter.
Yeah, but I get everything taken care of.
Oh, isn't that great? Isn't that great?
Subscription.
Not the moving van when you get evicted.
What was the guy, the World Equity, the guy before him, Klaus Schwab?
Klaus Schwab. He's been cleared of all
Of course he has. By an
never
internal,
did anything
that's
wrong.
Just need to be kicked out so Larry Fink can get in.
Yeah. What did he say at one point? You will own nothing and you will enjoy it.
You will own nothing and you will be happy.
And you'll be happy. The only way that you can achieve the American dream is to own things, and Klaus Schwab knows that. Pretty much everything on the earth has been bought. So the only way to continually make money is to get everybody into the subscriber. Listen, they're going to come for your utilities one day. You know,
Air Conditioning Plus.
Air Conditioning Plus. Oh, well, there's the Volkswagen.
I saw that story. Yeah, if you want the premium engine.
Yeah, you get the engine, but if you want a boost of power, which, by the way, isn't going to let you speed everywhere, it's just going to
That's
get you
what
from,
Tesla does,
from
right?
0 to 60. Tesla's done it. It's easier with the EVs because everything's digital.
So what the company just
So
unlocks?
you buy a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
And if you're not willing to, I think you have to pay like $16.99 a month or something.
Oh, so it just unlocks a function of the engine?
It unlocks it, gives you a little more power between 0 and 60.
That's wild.
But the car that you bought, the power is potentially in there, but you don't really own all of it. Buy the car, and then if you want the car to be to work optimally, ideally, pay us $17 a month.
That's why it's important to be handy too, so that way you can just unlock it
Well,
yourself.
it's less, but it's less. See, now that everything's digital and has to be done through electronics, just knowing a good mechanic isn't going to work anymore. I don't think you're going to. I think it's about
The mechanics need to go to like computer hacking school.
Yeah, exactly. You turn this on by code. So it doesn't matter that your friend Dale is really good with engines. He's not going to be able to do it.
Dale can connect the green wire
Dale's
with the red
pretty
wire.
damn good, but
I don't know how to do that.
Alex Williams says the ride is trying to clean itself up on 285. Why don't you help it out, Alex?
I'm doing my best, Eric, but we're still watching brake lights where we've had a crash in and out of a left lane, 285 northbound, the inner loop, South Cobb Drive, exit 15 over on the west side, causing some brake lights as you leave I-20. 285 westbound, you're still seeing the slow traffic as well from Georgia 400 trying to pass the Truist Park region. And then you slow again southbound from South Cobb Drive down to I-20. How's 285 over on the east side of DeKalb, Andrew Seco?
Starting to improve a little bit, Alex, but the brake lights still remain 285 east. The inner loop, you're packed in out of Dunwoody through Doraville, leaving Buford Highway on and off that brake pedal on your way down towards Glenwood Road, exit number 44. This is sponsored by the International Hot Rod Association, Endurant Hybrid, where the roar of the engine meets the torque of the wrench, building champions on the track and in the trade. Get your tickets at IHRA.com. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
When the news matters to you. The massive project at 285 and Georgia 400 has been a big improvement. 95.5 WSB has you covered.
The latest incident comes when a SWAT team is called after a suspect.
Your 24/7 news
They
source.
had no ties to a gang.
When you need the story, all you need to do is listen. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's breaking news station.
It's not going away, that spot you're trying to ignore on the ceiling, and it's only going to get worse. Hey, it's Dave Baker, host of the Home Fix-It Show for my experts at Findlay Roofing. The roof guys. Your roof is long overdue to be replaced, and now Findlay has 0% financing available, so it's even easier to get a new roof. Get started today with a Findlay Roofing free roof analysis, then take advantage of the 0% financing available. FindlayRoofing.com.
At Kroger Pharmacy, we make it easy to get flu, COVID, and RSV vaccines. They're available at no cost to you with most insurance plans. No appointment needed. And we're open weekdays, weeknights, and weekends. So come and visit us when it's most convenient for you. Kroger Health, a world of care is in store. Vaccines subject to availability. No cost to you with most insurance plans. Check with your plan for eligibility. Restrictions and exclusions may apply. See site for details.
Wall cracks, window stuck, could be a foundation problem. Mark Beckham with Atlanta Ramjack, and our estimators are thoroughly trained to get you the proper evaluation for your home. Schedule your free assessment with the foundation repair experts at atlantaramjack.com.
Avoid the stress of listing your home on the market and sell your home fast for all cash with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, this is Mark Spain. The guaranteed offer for Mark Spain Real Estate's the easiest way to sell your home. Skip the hassle of costly repairs and sell your home stress-free. There's no showings, no open houses, and no waiting or wondering when your home's going to sell. Our guaranteed offer keeps you in control. One of our clients, Walker, said, Mark Spain Real Estate got us an offer in just 3 days for over asking price. They made the whole selling process so easy. I've served homeowners like you for nearly 30 years and have helped over 67,000 satisfied clients. And I know what matters most, a quick sale and maximum profit. Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. and close with confidence. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-601-7780. 800-601-7780. Don't wait. Call now. 800-601-7780. 800-601-7780.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
Hey, it's Scott Slade for FGA Roofing. If your home's exterior could use an updated look, or maybe one of your neighbor's designer roofs has caught your eye, and your current roof has started to show its age, then now's the perfect time to check out FGA Roofing for the latest in architectural shingles, timberland shingles, and more. Slate, tile, wood shake, cedar roofs, FGA has them all. FGA Roofing offers 0% financing for 12 months with your good credit. Get the roof you want now and pay over time. Click firstgaroof.com. That's firstgaroof.com.
Well, my producer and lead researcher, Jared Yamamoto, is really bragging about his package. Packages. These are audio. Yeah?
There's been a lot of good packages lately.
Yes. And by the way, have you tasted any blood in the back of your throat during the show?
I've been clean today.
It's all good.
I feel much better, although I didn't like having to sleep with my head propped up. Didn't like that.
Yeah, well, you know.
Oh, poor
Talk
you.
to people who live in war-torn countries.
Oh,
you had to sleep with your head propped up. Well, maybe that's something you should do more often. If you're going to get these nosebleeds, you don't want to bleed all over everything.
Well, we have a dehumidifier.
For heaven's sakes, what does your housekeeper
not a
think?
dehumidifier.
Sorry, a
a
humidifier. We have a humidifier that we've ordered.
That'd be funny if you accidentally got the dehumidifier.
Yeah, I know. Do you have, he's just like bleeding everywhere.
He's like, oh, it got worse.
Every pore.
Do you have like a housekeeper that comes once a month?
I work in radio.
I'm asking.
Your wife doesn't.
No, believe me.
Yeah, your wife can afford it.
We both, usually on Wednesdays, we clean the house together.
Oh, that's nice.
So romantic.
Honey.
Yeah, I'm sure they're in cute little outfits, and it always ends in relations, but that's fine.
Who does
That's
the
good.
cat litter?
She does, usually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I thought you have the robot.
Well, it is a robotic litter box, but somebody has to take the tray. Usually she grabs the tray.
All right, so her job, she's on trays?
She's on tray duty.
Okay. All right. Well, I just
She's
wondered.
like, oh, I'm going to go see Trey. I mean, take care of the tray.
Because I think the housekeeper, they just removing it. She's like, what is blood everywhere all over this mattress? What in the world is going on?
I feel bad. We only have one set of sheets for we got a new bed we moved into our place, and we got a bigger bed, and we have one set of sheets for that bed, and it's just covered in blood stains, and I feel so bad for her.
You can. Did you not wash them? I mean,
throw them away.
We did.
You wash them.
It won't
Throw
come
them
out.
away.
Dye 'em brown.
That's hard. Blood
That's
is
not a bad
tough.
idea.
Nah.
Believe me, that's why I got out of the murdering business.
Yeah.
It's just tough to get blood
Ladies know.
out of anything.
It's not tough.
All right, no need to
Because
go there.
of blood.
You disgusting. You disgust me.
Don't be mad because I'm a portal to the universe.
That's exactly what I'm angry about.
A bloody portal.
And it's beautiful, Autumn. It's beautiful.
That's right. You think a portal's just like lights and lasers and
this
stuff,
is
but
just
it's
like
blood.
Free bleed.
Disgusting.
Whoa,
Oh,
my package.
Okay, you want to, that's right. We're supposed to do a package. What's the package?
11th grade history teacher Jonathan Buckwalter can't say enough good things about the smartphone ban and the change it's made for his students at Tuscaloosa High School.
100% of them took notes in my class, did their assignment, asked for help when they got stuck, and turned it in.
What's equally amazing,
when they were done, they talked to each other.
In a TikTok post, Buckwalter wonders.
I have been pulling my hair out for like 8 years. Has it been this easy of a solution the whole time?
First of all,
states have enacted phone bans.
That's fine. I was like, did it really? Yes, I would have told you 8 years ago. It wasn't hard to learn this. No student should have their phone on while they're in class. That should just never happen. It shouldn't have been that difficult. But what I didn't notice is what Autumn caught on is he did have a little bit of a Buffalo Bill thing going with his
What I did notice was how easy it was to lure them anywhere from now on.
Is it that easy? All right.
I still have their social media.
That music was telling us two things. Number one, shut the hell up. Number two, get the hell out. And you know us. We're good citizens. We do what we're told. A good citizen just does what they're told without questioning anything. And you know, that's us. Shelley Winter has got another great radio show on tap. You're ready to go, right?
Oh, yeah, I got Michael, what you call it?
He's coming on. Okay, great. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. You're all invited to join us. Until then, continue on the journey. Do not piss off the G.